Hello, welcome, Farthest Frontier. We're going to make a new settlement. Here we've got different options in terms of difficulty, where we can be a pioneer, a trailblazer, or vanquisher. You can see the little indicators to say how difficult or, what's increased or changed between the three difficulties. And we'll just go ahead and stick middle of the road here with Trailblazer. And we can choose what our little town is going to be called here as well. What name? Wait. Transin. That's what we're going to name it. Just roughly after Space Station 13. Adding in the N. We've also got map types with the little indicators to say how difficult these different areas are. But I think we won't do the idyllic valley, saying that it is the easiest. We're going to look between instead the lowland lakes and the plains, and I do like water. So we're going to go with the lake option. We're going to leave it on medium difficulty. We're not going to put ourselves in pacifist mode, though. We have to prepare. We might get attacked. We might get raided. I don't know what invading armies is like. I think maybe on the idyllic valley they don't exist. Or that they don't come until really late in the game again. I have played a small touch of this so I could get used to the controls and the like. But while I got raided numerous times, I never had an army invade.
Can be harsh everywhere. But in the old world, there was no hope of it ever improving. When our crops failed, the ruling class would still collect the same share, leaving our children to starve. And if we had any coin to our name, the taxman would appear.
Oh, the taxman!
The nobles hid behind the safety of their walls and did nothing when raiders pillaged the outskirts of the city. And so, some of us decided that it was time to leave.
We're out,
We'd rather
chat.
take our chances in the wilderness, seeking the promise of a new land, than starve to death in our homeland. The journey wasn't easy. We lost many along the way. But this wild, unsettled land offers us the hope of a new start as the masters of our own destiny.
Oh! Did you hear that, chat? That's you! You're the master of your destiny. Not that guy over there trying to say he's a tax man and trying to take all your cash money. No! You're the master of your destiny. Text response, but your key clacking makes a noise. Why? Did it? I guess my noise gate, my keyboard just a little bit too loud for it. And Pyro, hello, welcome. What the fuck? I'm a libertarian now? Not having subtitles? Cringe. I imagine it's partially because it's just that opening scene that appears like that. What's a noise date? Not noise date. Oh, I would love one of those. Go on a date with some noise. Noise gate. You gatekeep the noise instead. You build a wall. You have the gate where sounds are able to enter and exit. And you put that up so when the noise walks along, you can close it and say, I'm sorry, you're not allowed in. Usually the noise comes after the date. Slime? Slime? Any date with cacophony would be a noisy one. Because of the name. Wait. Girl boss, noise gate, keep, noise light. Emily. We finished scouting the surrounding area. Survey the land your villagers have explored and choose a promising site to construct your town center. It's important to choose a location that's near the resources you'll need to build a successful settlement. Things like clay, iron ore, and potential food sources. Alright, so you can see here is my little town center. Oh, tall mountain. No, probably not up there. Though there is some iron ore, which is obviously a resource we're going to need later on. There's even more iron ore there. I wouldn't mind placing us near a... Oh, there we go. Oh, see, look, there's even a little shoal of fish right there, so we can have a little fisherman, get all set up and do some fishing for us. So if we kind of place ourselves somewhat between the two, so that we're able to so we don't have to travel very far to get over to the mountain where that iron ore is at. And so we can be closer to this little fish source, somewhere where we can get some extra food stuff. So if we kind of position ourselves here even, we would be kind of closer to the trees. And I did see a boar. Yeah, there's some boar hanging out right here. There's a little deer marker. So that would be another location where we can gather up and hunt for some food. Transin has a drinking problem, as in no water. Not if we place ourselves near that lake over there. But we don't want to be too close, maybe, so... And there's also the... Wow, this is a big deer area. I think then, right around here, which is honestly not far from where it placed us originally, we'll stick our town center right there. By the way, hello there, Cannibal Cake. Welcome. Hi. Caco, you're not a boar! Of course I'm not a boar, dude. That's right, I'm a deer. Big deer, Jane deer. Housing shortage! Dude, we just put down our town center. Of course there's a housing shortage. Calm down. Alright, so what we're going to want to do is harvest some resources around here, so we can get ourselves some trees, so we can plant some houses. We're also going to want to place down a little forager hut so we can start collecting up this food, though we don't need to right away. Not bushes. Let me remove those. I don't know that I can highlight and count these as berries either to say harvest them. Let's pop that away. Because what I can do is just click on it. Never mind, it doesn't give me a harvest option, which might be because we don't have any foragers right now. Uncertain. Regardless, we just have to give them a minute to chop down some trees so we can get rolling. Or is she? Am I a boar? Am I a deer? Will you ever know? Sorry, but Emily, Pope of the Holy Rat Empire, gave Emily, Queen of the Rats, that lake as a summer home? Well, just watch as I'm gonna take it over. It's going to be my lake now. I thought the wagon top was a log from the trees. It does look like it at that size. A door. A deer boar. A combination? I don't know about calling it a door, though. Because then it just sounds like something you lock up, keep your house accessible and safe. I guess the door isn't necessarily safe, but it's how you get in and out and you lock it for security purposes. I don't think my eyes are strong enough for this UI. Is it a little bit small for you? Let me see here. Game settings. Interface. UI scale enhanced. Does this help, chat? Can you see the UI a little bit better this way? A little bit more of an enhanced experience? Do I need to turn it up a little bit more? You know, maybe make it a little more in this route. You know, squint a little bit. All fine. My screen itself ain't big. No issues. I will go ahead because obviously you're not going to be the only one. And Cringe is commenting that it's the font, but unfortunately I don't have an option of changing the font scale. At least I can make the UI interface a little bit bigger to help be able to see it a little bit better. I said it's a me issue. Willie? If people are also over on mobile as well, they're gonna have a harder time seeing it too, though. And again, the game is complaining at us, hey, you still have a housing shortage and are missing some firewood. Don't worry, I can take care of that over here in resources with the firewood splitter. We'll go ahead and just place that up behind our little town center here. I suppose maybe right there, why not? That seems pretty comfortable over there. I appreciate the increased font. Thumbs up. And I can always, I don't know if I'd actually want to upscale it again if I did. As you can see, the top part of this window here kind of getting cut off. I'd almost need to change my game resolution so it's a little bit bigger so that I have more space and so that then I then could make it a little bit bigger. But regardless. Yeah, streamer, why don't you already have houses 3 seconds into starting? Oh, watch this. House. 1, 2, 3. What do you say about that now, Shrek? That's 3 houses that I'm about to build right now. Even, oh no! Oh, there's a wolf right here! That's right, citizens, kill him! Yes! The wolf is dead! But they aren't here now. Take a bathroom break, Shrek. Come back, and I'm sure the houses will be built at that point, and then I can lie to you and say that they were there the entire time. Streamer help, I have no house to keep all my Shrek Funko Pops. Don't worry, check it out. Done. You can keep all your Funko Pops right in here. The building has sick residents' rabies. Did one of my guys in that attack by the wolf just totally ended up contracting rabies? I can't believe this. They're doomed and they're going to die. It sucks to be that guy, I guess. Let me open that up. You see this guy? Sertorius? Yeah. Doomed rabies man. He's going to die. I'm sorry, there's nothing I can do about rabies. You can't just stay home at rest. It's not going to help. Well, guess we're leaving him alone now. And VA No Magician. Hi, hello, welcome. He's 42, that's old for this time period, isn't it? Maybe on the older side, yeah. So maybe he's lucky that he even made it to 42 at this point. Kind of seems like a lot of my villagers are kind of on the older side. That lady over there was 35. This guy's 39. This guy with the little gnome hat. Oh, he's actually only 19. You're pretty youthful. Did you really just rename him Doomed Rabies Man? Yes. You can see now as I hover over him, and in his little HP bar right there, he's just called Doomed Rabies Man. Chat, I can rename all the people here in the village. We'll pretty much never notice, because the only times that the names come up is when I actually click the people. But hey, if you want to get named as one of these characters, chat, just say so and I'll slap you in. We've got 12 people here. We're gonna get more people moving in. I could name one of the villagers after you. You just have to request it. These guys are also complaining about the lack of water, so let's go ahead and put down a little well for them. You can see as they highlight in green. As I hover around this, we don't have great water bonuses here until we get over to the lake, in which case then it really spikes up to a higher level. If I put it into the water directly, I get 100% water bonus. That's pretty good. Unfortunately, it then does make it obstructed by water, so I can't actually build it there. Let's see. I guess we'll go ahead. And I'll put the well down. I'm kind of checking around for my percentage bonus. We'll put it there. Do I have any stone? I do have some stone. That's perfect. More people await word to join your settlement. Amass a 4-month supply of food and 6 houses. So if we build some more houses and we need to put down some people to start collecting the food resources around here, and we can bring more people in. And Prowler, hello, welcome. As a resident of your hamlet, I'd actually prefer you not put down a water spot. I'm not thirsty. Tough luck. But what if we don't want more people? Well, I can refuse them. So let me see. Graviton says he wants a name. This is the first guy I've grabbed, so there you go. Alright. Wait. Gravy bun. Flux. Gravy bun. There you go. And then here we've got... No. Wait. Just lol. And we'll grab this guy, Mikal, over here. And if you're Rabies Man, Shrek, I'm not changing his name, so you're gonna just have to picture the doomed Rabies Man is Shrek, okay? And Cannibal wants to be slapped in, so Cannibal Cake, there you are. Now you're in as well. And John, hello, good morning. Education, none. Yeah, most of these people are gonna have education, none. I will, however, if it does fit. Okay, perfect. How long? You got a long name. I wonder how long you're allowed to make names. Oh. Well, Shrek, it was nice knowing you, I guess. Villager succumbed to illness. He was doomed. There he goes. Rip Shrek. Well, it was nice while it lasted. Will you have a men-at-arms or a knight? At a point, at some time, we'll eventually get that. But not quite yet. Going to be a little bit longer. Now we've got this hunter cabin, and there were some boars somewhere down here. And there was an area with deer as well. But I think we need to travel down. Because of my range of view, my range of vision here now, not quite as wide as it was previously. We will need to explore out to kind of check out where those regions were exactly. I think there were some deer out over this way too, so let's just go ahead and explore a little bit. And while they're exploring, we're going to place down our forager shack. That way we can collect all the food around here. Though a lot of these hawthorns we can't actually get anything from right at this moment since they're all grayed out. So if we put our forager shack, I'm going to place it, as I'm considering here, as there is that yellow circle around it, which while it does indicate the region that it's going to be foraging from, we are able to reposition that after we actually build the building. Though I don't think I want it directly on the area we're developing here. You can see it has a developed land marker there. So we're going to place it out a little bit further. And I think we'll go ahead and just keep the yellow box, like the yellow circle region around it, placed so that it does just kind of grab everything. But after it's actually built, I can show you how we can reposition that circle. But what a wacky stream to do chat permadeath run in! The villagers are actually pretty good at not dying, and as you can see their age right here, it will be a while until they die. Because they actually have to live several years, as this game does take place over a period of years, and they age older that way. It will be a little bit. Oh. Bring out your dead. Dead villagers left out to rot will attract vermin and disease. Designated area to be used as a graveyard to bury the dead and keep the villagers happy and healthy. This is true, and if they're going to complain at us about it, I guess we should go ahead and just build the graveyard right now. I'm going to go ahead and place it kind of a distance. away so it's not right next to us there, so it's not making all the villagers sad. There we go. And Mr. Bumpkin, hello, welcome. This looks like a Warcraft mod. And then Wally just smoking. Better than Warcraft Reforged. Do the graveyards get keepers? Yes. Every specialized building, like this forager shack over here, gets a specialized job. And you can see what everybody's job is by clicking this icon up here. And it will show all of the different professions of everybody that lives in the town. And say if we wanted to see who our firewood splitter is, we'd hit that little magnifying glass. And we can pop it out right there. You can see there is Cannibal Cake building, which apparently, I guess we looked at the builder instead. I actually am going to decrease the size of the UI a little bit. That way everything can fit, because it's getting cut off a little bit as I click some of these buttons. Makes it a little bit harder to navigate around here. But there we go. That time, we've properly opened up Gravibun Flux, and we can see the occupation as a firewood splitter. I can see the Warcraft aesthetic for sure. Archon nods. I'd prefer to be kept on display in the town square. No, you're going in the graveyard. Ah, menus the game. I feel like that's just how you would describe just about any sort of management game. I'm not sure you could get away with having no menus in a management game. Just, you increase the scale and it really becomes the only focus, huh? But hello there, Cybergeist. Welcome. Alright, we have sent the people out to explore, so we're able to get more of that range of vision out here. I don't see the areas where those packs of deer were earlier, or the boars over here. So I don't know if me building the town center made them all just run away in fear or what. But as I grab out this house and kind of move it around, you can see in the little hunting icon there, or UI window, it does have a little indicator to show what sort of animals are around. And when I hovered around here, it does highlight deer. So let's build a hunter cabin over here, and I'm sure some deer will show up around, maybe in this shaded area. And then we can get some meat, too. As I'm also looking up here, this up here shows our food stores and shows how many months of food that we have on the left, and how much is going to spoil on the right. You could close all the menus and just memorize everything. I mean, to an extent, but you know, I still have to pop up the building menu if I want to click one of these options to actually build something, you know? Not even I'm masochistic enough to memorize every keybind. You know what you can do, though? Oh, you're talking about Dwarf Fortress? Gotcha. You know, what I actually did when I was playing Cataclysm was I took a screenshot of all the keybinds and set it up, like, everything all together in a window, and then I just put it on one of my side monitors so I could have Cataclysm on my main monitor, and then off on the side I could easily reference what the different keybinds were. Just do the same with Dwarf Fortress. Easy. Just pull a Fable 3 and make every menu into a loading screen and a room. The inventory became a dope crypt, and the skill tree became a road. That's interesting. And I'm going to grab now food production, because I did partially, you know, set us up vaguely near this lake over here. That way I could put down this fishing shack. Now, I'm not putting it directly next to the water, because while it is showing that little tiny range as we wait for that to be built, if I navigate up here and click the forager shack, you can see how it has retarget building work radius, you click this, you can adjust where your area is for where you're doing whatever task. This doesn't apply to all buildings, but it does for the forager shack, it does for the hunter shack, and it does for the little fishing shack as well. So you don't have to have this perfectly positioned. Say, if more of your hunting was happening down here and not so much at this top right area, but you already placed your house, just move that UI circle, the little gathering circle. I'd need some strong prescription medication to do Dwarf Fortress or CDDA without an open keybinds list and maybe some quality of life mods. Perhaps. And that's actually awesome in my opinion. I'm not entirely sure if you're referring to a chat conversation point here or if you're referring to that UI circle around the buildings, but if it is that, I would agree. It also took me a little while to figure out that that was a thing.
CCDA, more like CC's D's nuts.
Thanks, Emily. You got chat. There you go. Got 'em. But thank you for the bits. But okay, you are referring to the UI circle. It's particularly useful if maybe you started, say, developing over here a little bit more, but there's still a good number of foraging areas over here. You can then reposition your UI circle and stick it up in this area. I love that Petri comes out to Omega Lul at Emily's bit donation. God dang it, Petri. Of course you would Omega Lul at that. Look at this huge rock, by the way. I guess it's already being targeted for mining, so they'll mine that up eventually. How are we looking at logs? We've got 61 logs, 100 pieces of firewood. We will want to put down some more production pieces here as we look over at our resources. Actually, uh-oh. Predator? Another wolf? Oh, jeez. Okay, but now since we have a hunter, that means the hunter is extra armed up. You can see they've got a little bow, they've got some weapons. We're gonna go ahead and grab her. Lol over here ended up being our, as Emily even made a comment about it, Omega Lol over here. If you select somebody, you can then make them do commands. You can force them to do things. So I've right-clicked on the wolf. So now she's going to come over here to attack the wolf. Though it will take her a minute, but we can see her. There she is. She's running. She's going for the wolf. Dun, 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 dun. But, who was the unfortunate villager? Oh no. Is this guy gonna die? Oh, no, he hid in the home. I think this guy over here is also gonna hide in the home. Somebody quickly poking out of the house to try and hit and kill the wolf. Oh, but wait. Lol. Boom. They did shoot them with an arrow. But unfortunately, this poor deceased villager, they just died. I don't know who. It was Horace. Horace is dead now. I think they upgraded from LOL to a Mega LOL. Yeah? I should say so. Now just barely killing that wolf? I guess though it's not Omega LOL, it's Omega LOL? So there we go. Rip Horace. You're dead now. Hi Rogue Nuggets! Hello, welcome! Died trying to fist fight a wolf? Yeah. Probably should have just stayed hidden in his little shack, but too late now, huh? Can't exactly undie after you're already dead. Who do we have up? Graveyard. Is it not gonna give me information? Well, I guess that's all it has then. Graveyard was first constructed in year 1. We can pull out this window though. And again, see what everybody is. I suppose or there isn't a graveyard keeper. I was thinking there was. It's possible I was just getting it confused with the Night Soul Collector, or Night Soil Collector over here, who works at the compost area. I thought the ding was people dying. Imagine. I was like, how did we just lose 3 people? Every time you click the graveyard, someone in your village dies. He died in an epic battle with a single rude dog. That's a ticket straight to Valhalla. That's true. It's not a bad deal. It's the Taco Bell ding. If only we could put up a Taco Bell restaurant around here, yeah? Huh. Okay. Now, as I grab this, and I change its UI here, which apparently, I guess, nobody's actually... Oh, I see. It's because the guy who did come down here to explore the area... Poor Cannibal! Cannibal came down here to explore, and he's getting attacked by the wolf! Let me go ahead. We grab a Megalol again. A Megalol, please save Cannibal. Don't let them die. Thank you. Can you rename buildings? Nope. You cannot rename buildings. So I can't change the name of Fishing Shack. Won't be able to rename the Hunter Shack over here. None. Something I was double clicking around up here is making the UI get a little bigger or something and clearing the name out. I don't know why exactly, but go a little faster this time. Are you yelling at Cannibal Cake, just run faster? Or otherwise you're telling Omegalol to run faster? I guess, yeah, go a little faster this time, Omegalol. Fits the window to the screen size? Something. But it, again, did eliminate the name at the same time, which was interesting. Are we being attacked again? Oh, no, I see. It was from when Omegalol got over and killed that other wolf that had attacked Cannibal. So we're fine. We're good. This building storage is full already. Tiny storage, what the heck? Anyway, we're repositioning our circle. We're placing it on top of that fish shoal area there. And we place that down. That way it has a better area for fishing. Now, something else that we want as we have our meat areas, you know, the fishing shack. We've got our hunter shack set up now. So what we want to put down is this smokehouse, as it will allow us to dry the meat and the fish, so that way they last a longer period of time. I'm going to put it vaguely in between the two to make it so that the villagers don't have to walk quite so far. We'll go ahead and place it right up snug with Big Rock. Wow, this place is dangerous! Yeah, it seems like we've got a wolf den somewhere hidden over here. We're gonna need to wall off our town, not to protect us from raiders, but to protect us from all of the goddamn wolves. Now let's also put down a stockyard so we can go ahead and store some of these materials that we've been collecting. Which I suppose, as I'm looking around where we want to put them, maybe we'll just keep the storage stuff fairly close over here to the town center, just to the left there. Hey yo, Smokehouse 420! I'm sorry, I can't help myself. Thanks, Wreck. Winter? Yeah, chilly now. You can see it on the top of our UI here. It has this little sort of a landscape, I guess you could call it. It indicates what season we're in currently. And when we hover over it, it does also tell us that it is currently midwinter, year 1. With this little icon right here telling us where we are exactly. Wow, winter came quick! We're gonna die! Oh, it's fine. It's fine, Emily. We've got food in the storage. We'll live. It's fine. It's fine. Something else I would love to set up too at the same time here is some paths, just some simple dirt paths, as that will allow the villagers to run around a little bit faster. So as they go between, say, the fire splitter over here, or if they're going to go walk over to the little hunter cabin, they'll be able to do so quicker. Paths increase the walking speed of the people in your town. Eventually, too, when we level up, we'll be able to get this cobbled road. And when they walk along that, they'll go even faster. Just have to connect everything together. Like hovering over right here. Area unexplored? What do you mean, area unexplored? This is right next to the town center. Dude, seriously? Now, since they're complaining at us about our lack of food here, we can't exactly forage for anything because nothing's around here in the winter time. I'm gonna worry about just building out my path a little bit more. Way. There we go. I think the only area that doesn't have a path to is the fishing shack. So we can... Invalid placement. Is that too close to the water? Ugh, so whiny. There we go. Perfect. Alright. There we are. As everyone's chopping away, we'll want to put down some more houses. That's going to be a higher priority, as having more houses around and built up. I like pulling this robe that I've got around me more. I was thinking it was a blanket and I forgot I had it. We build more houses. If we have more people, that means more people that are working for me. That means more people to collect resources. And that also means there's more people to eat food, but you know. Houses. House. As we flip that around. 1, 2. And then the last one, 3. There we go. And each house you can see holds 4 people, which you can also tell when we actually click on the houses. Shows everybody that you've got living in them. Oh, look! Graviton, you live with Omegalol. Hey. This person apparently, though, is idling and is unable to work. I guess that checks out. They're the forager. And there's nothing around at the moment. Graviton. Grav, realizing that they live with the famous Omegalol, shyly poking their fingers together. Graviton brings along the firewood over to the smokehouse, as Omegalol also happens to be delivering some meat over to the smokehouse. Their eyes meet. They blush. No. I ship this. Hi, Fuzzy. Hello. Welcome. Hi. We also have this time scale down here in the lower left-hand corner. And if we click that, we can increase the time passage of our area, of our town, of our city. That way we can progress a little bit faster. Now, as I pop out my buildings right now, we're currently building the houses. We've built up a store yard over here, which will also allow us to build a storehouse, which will be able to store all items. Go ahead. I'm going to leave little gaps between them, so if there ever happens to be a time where I want to route a path in between these buildings, it'll be pretty easy to do so. We also want to put down this root cellar, as you can see that it will reduce the rate of our food spoiling. So as we get up more food from whatever production we have, from whatever means, be it foraging Go over here with our meats. It'll be able to last a little bit longer. Predator? Again? There's two. Oh, wait. Is it just our random citizens? Oh no, cannibal! But Eller I don't really care about. She's the one that's almost dying over there. A Megalol! Save them! They're being attacked by this boar! Or wolf, sorry! Oh, wait. Oh. Damn, never mind. They took care of that wolf, no problem. They didn't even need a Megalol. And Cannibal didn't die to that wolf attack. I think that's the second wolf attack that Cannibal has lived through then, huh? Dang, lucky. Okay, let's also build a little path here for our fisherman guy. That way they don't have to walk quite so far to get down to the fishing area. Or it's not so much that they don't have to walk so far, but then they're able to take the path so that they can walk faster to the fishing area. I would also like to put down a little foraging shack. That way we can start collecting up these willow bushes. As later on, when we get more advanced, we'll be able to make use the willow to make them into baskets, which will allow our villagers to carry more as they run around the town. 2 predators. Why are there so many wolves? Jesus? Oh. Don't worry though, Omega Lol took care of that. Oh no! Bourbon! Well, doomed bourbon. Burin. Doomed Rabman. Well, they're gonna die now too. Did you settle near a wolf den or something? It sure does feel like it, huh? Just keep getting attacked by these wolves. Gonna need a bunch of hunters just placed in the town just to keep us safe? Again, maybe I should build up... Oh. Well, I guess he didn't even need to be doomed because of rabies. What kind of meat is a Megalol delivering? Dude, don't make this inappropriate. Megalol's just over here trying to do some normal hunting. Oh jeez. I do like the lightning strike effect when it rains sometimes. But I'm always nervous as hell that it's actually going to strike a tree and set something on fire. It's telling us about being wounded in combat. There's not much I can do. We just leave that alone. Because healer? Not really anything I can do. As I hover over, you can see that healer's house is a tier 2 thing. I'm not tier 2 yet. I'm not that advanced. As I look over to Fuzzy, who's just doing a paints grab. God dang it! The hunters! Stop teasing them about their meat! There was context back when I said that message. Well, I ruined the context. Need a tier 3 sub to get heals? No. Not tier 3. Just a tier 2 is sufficient. We've only got 2 more houses left to build. Got 3 people immigrating in. We've got Jorl, Eva, and Gustav. Give them interesting names. Maybe I shouldn't point and tease them about them. They're gonna get angry at me and refuse to work. Let's go ahead and build another forager down here. I turn it. That way the opening is connected to the path. Then we can collect up some of that willow. However, I will also be relocating its UI circle here, or resource circle. That way we don't have so much hovering over the water area, since I'm not going to be able to forage anything from that. If I shuffle it over to the left a little bit, though, we will be able to then grab some eggs. It's just a tiny fraud businessman delivering meat in his tiny brief, case. I get it. I get the pause. Brief. Like briefs. Sorry to interject with random SS13 chat, but someone in a round that just finished made 12 raptor boys and put bio bombs in them? Explosive chickens. Oh my god. Oh my god. If you could force feed the chickens to have sparkles though too, and then you make the chickens explosive, right? And then the chickens can run around the station, you just release them all over the place, you approach chicken, chicken blows up into just a glitter bomb, right? Or Color Regent too would be an alternate, and so they blow up and just boom, color everywhere. Our mayor called and said mean things about us! So I'm just hovering over here, clicking on this. Clicking on this guy and pointing at Horace. Haha, you're named like a dead man. I guess that means you're gonna die soon too. Bye, Horace! I think the explosives might delete the colors or the sparkles. Oh. Oh, my sparkles! What the frick? Please rename the rock to Emily. Are you saying this rock right here? Because I can't. I cannot change the name of the rock. I can only change the name of the people. None of the buildings. Nothing else. If you did want to be named after somebody here, Emily, as I pull out my professions window. Do you want to be this fisherman over here? Emma? Major Emily? Enter? But how else will we smell what the rock is cooking? We'll never know. We'll never be able to smell it. It's bacon and eggs. I'm cooking bacon and eggs. Look, we've also got some more people immigrating into the town, so now we have 20 villagers. We should probably... Hang on. Are we... Okay. In order to upgrade here, we're going to need some planks. We're going to need a market. We're going to need a couple more houses, and we need more people. So... let's prioritize. If we put down a market over here, we're going to need a saw pit, as well as the store yard, but we've already got a store yard. So, as our people are even over here complaining at me, excuse me, we would love to have a market, which will help generate gold and attract new settlers to our growing town. Markets stock houses and generate gold based on the number of houses in their work area. So, as we navigate over to resources, we can put down this here saw pit, so we're able to start chopping some wood. We're gonna place it right above our firewood place here, and then we'll just go ahead and build a path around it. Just like so. And then along with that, we're also going to build this tannery, which will allow us to take those hides that the hunter is getting and make them into clothing. So as the people start having clothing that dies, we'll be able to replace it. Now, also note, when we're placing down particular buildings, that some of them do decrease the desirability of your houses, so you want to make sure something like this tannery isn't too close to where people are living. So up over here does put us at a safe distance from making our townsfolk unhappy. Now who's getting it? Oh, no wonder just straight one of the houses was like, hey, one of these houses are under attack. It's because a bear is there. I think we should maybe put a hunter around here to help take care of the wolves that seem to keep popping up, and apparently now bears? Now, the bears are particularly rough because they can take down anybody, even a hunter, pretty easily. It also seems like that bear straight up ran away to just places unknown. I don't know where they are now. However, Omegalol, using her super hunter senses, they're tingling, she can feel it, she's locating the bear, she runs off into the unknown. She knows where the bear lies, even if we don't. There they are, the bear. Or maybe that's a different bear, because she's just continuing to run past it. It's like we're exploring up here. Look, there's a little boar sighting. I don't care about the boars, though. I think she just kept trying to run, maybe towards where that bear is. She wasn't able to find it, because she ran right on by it. We saw it, though, Chet. We did observe the bear. Omegalol is drunk. Look, she didn't actually keep track of where the bear was running. It's not that she was drunk, it just... No, maybe she's not that impressive at tracking. Okay, we're going to go over back to our food production, and we're going to place down another hunter cabin. But I don't want to put one down over here if there isn't actually anything to hunt. I don't want to put it down just for the sake of trying to catch those wolves, you know? Because otherwise they're not going to do anything most of the time. So it doesn't really seem like there's anything nearby until you get out much, much further out over here. So I don't know how beneficial that is for us. Okay, I can see if I hover right here, it does indicate that there's some deer somewhere. So if I put down the house maybe a little bit closer, like right there, we then can just adjust our circle to be further over here to the right, wherever those deer are. Track these, paint scrap! Dude! They'll be really good at that because they are a hunter and they do like to hunt for meat. Oh. Oh! Baby villager! You know what, Slime? It's you now! New child in town, Slime! You're 1 year old! Look at you with your little bonnet! One day you're gonna grow up to be helping out and doing some child labor. Yeah, especially small game. Oh. Oh no! My food's spoiling! And there's nothing I can do about it. Rest in peace. Alright. Now, since I built up that sawmill, we do not have enough planks at the moment, I think, to build a God dang it, the bear's back! Oh no, Omegalol, save us! I think we are 100% going to have to put down a fence, because goddamn. Where'd that predator go? There they are. Oh, but that also made me untarget Omegalol, so we're gonna have to grab her again. Omegalol, the bear's back. Kill them this time. Why didn't you just put in a can, Caco? Put what in a can? The bear in a can? Food in a can? Food in a can. That way it lasts longer. Dude, I don't have a blacksmith. You can't smelt any tin or anything yet. I don't have canned material. Try to make me out as being more advanced than I actually am. And here goes a Omegalol. The fridge, then. Something tells me that a fridge is just a little bit more advanced than a... You know, a simple tin can? You know, maybe? Maybe just a little? Alright. Now I'm looking around. I think we'll want to have more of the town be extending downwards here. Uh-oh. I wonder if that was a Omegalol that died. Okay, so right here, we'll cover up all of our houses that are currently built. Though we don't have enough saw planks or wood planks at the moment, and we are running a little bit lower on logs, so we're going to go ahead and just harvest all the tree resources around here. And I'm also going to set up our path to be extended out towards our new building that we're putting up over here. Over maximum size. Come on. There we go. And we'll also start building a fence along here, I think, to help manage all of those predators that keep wanting to attack. You know? Maybe place it down there. Stop it right next to the road. Hop over the road, and then build it down some more. We will need to extend these out more because otherwise those bears and wolves will just run around the wall anyway. But we'll take care of that as time goes on, and we'll go ahead and place the fence gate right on top of the wall area there. Yep. That was totally a megalol. If they did die, they were a loser of a hunter! Welly, what the frick? She was trying to kill a bear, and you're gonna point and be like, I can't believe she couldn't even take down a bear. What a loser! What a dweeb! How pathetic! Yeah, they failed. True! Goddamn, Chet. Skill issue? Now you're Omega lolling at Omega lol. Imagine not being able to take on a bear. You see Craig over here? Now the next time a bear comes and attacks, you're gonna have to fight the bear. Omega lol, their severed head. God dang it, John. Simply suplex the bear, SMH. I'm not sure if any of my townsfolk know any sort of wrestling move. They might need a couple of lessons. All they know how to do is shoot bear or other, like, wolf with arrow or stab. Oh shit, that's me! You're still not named? Oh, were you wanting to be named in, Welly? I completely missed it then. Hang on. I'm pulling out the people. Nah, I know the tombstone pile driver. I'm suspicious. I'm doubtful. Hey, Welly, since you used the meow sig emote when you're making a comment about that, guess what? I'm gonna make you the smoker then. Wellington? Skellington. And guess what? It even fits all of your name. And, no, you weren't the one who was sick. It was somebody else that got sick. Who was it that got sick? John! John is out here, getting dehydrated, apparently. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You know what? Even as I comment that, and I'm looking at our well over here, I'm maybe going to place an extra well, you know, just in case. Let me see here. What is it? Not in food production. There it is. Resources with water. We'll go ahead and put a little well over here. Not a lot of water bonus there with only 47%. Feel like then having maybe a secondary one. Can we get a little bit higher? 53 is alright. We'll put it there. Smoking is bad! He's a skeleton. He's fine. I asked when you first said, guess it was just flooded by all my other shitty comments. Oh, no. Just there's always a lot of messages in chat, and as I've said, I always do. While I do try to read them all, I don't manage to read everything. Villager stricken with dysentery. Uh-oh. I ain't no cowardly water drinker. You can say that. But if you do... you might not live. You might end up dead. And we're gonna point and laugh at you and say, dude forgot to grab a cup of water and take a sip. Like, John, your education is basic over here. You actually have an education. You see this guy over here, Jotram? They've got none. They had no education. And yet you're over here, basically educated, and you still don't know you need to stay hydrated? Dude, seriously? Like Peacemaker says. Waterlit. Do we have another person complaining that they're dehydrated? Wow. And even though we have the... oh, look! Cured! Oh, he finally drank some of his water. Nice job, John. You did it. You're not dehydrated anymore. You're not dying. Way to go. I'm proud of you. Now let's see. These other resource buildings were able to produce this Fletcher building, which will make it so we can make some arrows and bows, which is going to be a good idea to build. That way we can actually get more arrows as we use them up. They don't last forever. Wow, we really do have a drinking problem. I walked it off. I don't believe you, John. Education? I don't see no schools built. See, but we do get some immigrants every now and then, and sometimes they come in with a little bit of an education, even if we don't have any schools here in our town yet. Better than fist-fighting wolves? I don't know. If you're over here in the world of the afterlife and you're telling your story to the rest of the deceased, you have John over here who's like, yeah, I forgot to drink some water and I died. But then you got that guy over there that's like, yeah, I died fist fighting some wolves. Which is a more of a hardcore story, huh? Just opened his mouth and let the rain in? Maybe that's what he did. He didn't actually grab a cup of water, he just stepped outside and opened his mouth. Yet? What's this about an education? Now see, if I navigate over here to amenities and services, next to the healer's house, a couple of spaces over here, you see, we can build schools. They're gonna brainwash our libertarian values and make us pay taxes! No schools! Little do you know, Emily, when our market over here is all built up, we get taxes from that. These houses that are falling within the range, they pay taxes. Wait, a rat what building? Rat catcher? Yes. What? Was it over there in amenities and services? Yeah, over there at the end? Yeah. They're apparently, you can end up having a rat problem around your town, which, you know, pet rats? Great. Sure. Wild rats running around all your food stores spreading diseases? Maybe not so great. Taxes? We've strayed from God's light. Taxes? No! I rub my hands together, and there's nothing you can do to stop me from building this here trading post. That way I can collect taxes from you. Oh. Get out of here. Now, if only my villagers would, you know, come over here to chop down the trees. I'm prioritizing the task now. Villagers, can you get over here and take care of this for me? Hello? Ah, I see as this has been built now too. We can change our circle so we can place it around to where we can actually hunt wherever that deer is out here. There you go. Your circle has been replaced. Find us that deer. Kala. Kala? Aha, there's some over here. And I think there's some... No. I see it now. Oh my god. That's a lot of deer. Which our circle is just barely on the edge of that, so I'm going to replace that a little bit more. There we go. Deer hunting now. Texas? I thought she said Texas! No. I maybe pretended we were putting down a Texas over here, when in reality, I intended for it to be Texas the entire time. Ho ho! But hello there, Elec Inc. Welcome. Hi. We're also going to need a little bit more of a path out here. Up behind all of our houses. Just a smidge. I'm gonna leave an extra little space right behind them. That way we'll have room for, again, anything extra that we might want to place down later on. Maybe we could always delete path and move it a little bit closer. I don't know. We'll stick with that for now. I'm also looking over to what we need to upgrade. We don't have that market built up yet. We're still short on the shelters. We're pretty much maximum population. So what I want to do is put down more housing and what predators coming up again? A wolf? Maybe we should have another hunting shack down here somewhere, as I do recall that there were deer somewhere out here, yeah? So if we have a hunter out there, then if we get attacked by wolves down there, we've got another hunter to come take care of that for us. For now, John, oh Johnny boy, we've got a wolf over here. Come kill it, please, so it doesn't kill our poor Oh no, Verna, no, just trying to, don't try to fight. No! Verna! She's dead. I moved out here to flee the taxes. I thought this place was gonna be a tax-free haven. I'm sorry. Skill issue on Verna's part, but she's just a forager. She was never built to fight wolves. Oh. And Baldir, welcome. Hello. I'm back from cooking. Is my favorite villager doomed rabies man still happy with his wife and family? I sweat nervously. I look away. I don't answer. We put in a new worker here. It's Gustav. You know what? Since Baldir came back from cooking, guess what? You're the forager now, Baldir. It's you. Looked like the wolf foraged her. That's true. Oh, there we go. Okay, I'm like slamming my finger on the clap button of my stream deck over here, and it wasn't doing anything. And I'm like, what the heck? Well, rip that guy. Let me go ahead and relocate our circle here. And if we get it just around here, we got a little bit of the willow, we got some of those chestnuts, we got some eggs, and we got lots of berries. Wonderful. We're also doing extremely well on food. You can see we've got 14 months left, and only 3's expiring, so definitely want more houses. Like, building this path, no problem. Coming up here to build this market build site, not interested. Let's go ahead and put down some more shelters then. Shelter, we can't fit any up next to that market. Space there, space there. Alright, there's some more shelters. I imagine all the deaths is making the amount of food you need go down. What, we had like 2 deaths? It's not that much. Oh. We also just lost 42 berries to spoilage, so that's a shame. Like, there's just this one icon marking this stone right here just lying on the ground. Thank you, little icon. That sure is one stone. The deaths could increase the amount of food you have, Geist says, picking up one of the corpses, not going down to the graveyard, and instead walking over to the smokehouse. Why didn't you just find the cure for rabies? They didn't die from rabies, Baldir. That forager person died from being attacked by wolves. Unless you're, referring back to the doomed rabies man, I see. Saying I was just informed by private sources that you let my favorite guy die, Caco. Maybe if we had a healer's house, maybe we could have hoped and prayed that would save him? But we don't. We're just not that advanced. However, I do have the market built up though, so look at those sick taxes. Hell yeah. Look at that, me making 7 gold right now. Thanks to all of these taxes I'm collecting from you, from all of my villagers out here. Oh. As I'm now looking around, you know what? We need another Omegalo. The second one. Caco prioritizes taxes over healthcare. Look, taxes? That's tier 1. All I gotta do to get that is build down a market. However, if I want to have healthcare, I'm sorry, but that's tier 2. And I'm not there yet. I need to get advanced a little bit further. Need a couple more villagers up here. Need a little bit more wooden planks over there. Maybe what I should do then also... Okay, 1, change my proportion so that there's a little bit more arrows being produced than the bows. And at the saw pit over here, maybe enlist an extra person to get those planks cut. I think we're pretty good on firewood right now since we have 216. And I don't think we need anybody else over here at the tannery. So I think we're fine. Taxes are healthcare, damn it. Just eat the money and you're okay. Tax this paints grab. Don't mind if I do. I grab my knife and walk towards you. I put down that hunter cabin. I didn't put down a hunter cabin over here. Food production. Forager. There we go. Hunter cabin. See, there's some deer out there. We'll move it. Maybe a little bit in between. Maybe a little bit like, right here, you could say. And then we'll relocate our circle after that's built. Quick, someone tier 2 sub so citizens stop dying. I don't know that it works that way. I don't know that it's going to be a suddenly, hey, unlock all the extra requirements via that tier 2 sub. Next, we're gonna say we need insurance for healthcare. That's tier 3, maybe. We should also maybe start planning out some crop fields. So I'm looking around. Okay. Well, we can see these little areas of fertility. Kind of a shame. It looks like one of the best fertile areas is right here. See, as I scroll down, horribly unfertile down there. It's fairly fertile right here behind my hunter shack there. Which I think there's deer hanging out around here, yeah. Which would then just always want to run over my crop field and try to eat it. But we do have a little tiny fertile area right here. See, it's ranging about 70-ish%. Is this one much more fertile? It is a little bit more fertile at 80-ish. As I'm considering. Maybe we will go ahead and set this up as our crop area, or even have two separate ones. That's not good. Excuse me, rain, do you think you could pour down a little bit faster to put that building out for me? Thank you. The environmental factor is 83, 80-ish. Environmental factor over here is pretty much the same. I think I'll put my crop fields over here. So again, we could expand and keep more of our housing stuff in this general side. Keep more of our production type stuff over here. So let's put a crop field out, like so. Put a little space and make a second one. Like so. That way we can get two different crop sets going at the same time. But while we're working on that, I'm also going to go ahead and grab this fence and fence in this area. So again, we should hopefully not have any worries about deer. Maybe like maybe like that, you could say. And then we could also take our gates and put it there, you could say. Caco, what is your favorite pizza topping? Mine is chorizo, ham and onion with some chili. Okay, I'm thinking about the kind of pizzas I like to eat, and honestly, I think it's sun-dried tomatoes. I remember eating from a pizza place and getting a margarita pizza, and it used sun-dried tomatoes on it, and I just really like sun-dried tomatoes. Had them in salads before too, and they are so good. But I think otherwise is maybe a more generic topic. I also really like sausage. As I'm pondering, I really like types of sausage and more of that sort of, well, quote-unquote Italian meats. The joke is I misread chorizo as chloride with chloride pizza. My favorite pizza is chloride, as you just start dumping chemicals onto your pizza. Sun-dried tomatoes is really a hit and miss with people. Is it? Is it a very divisive food where people are like, no, keep my tomatoes out of the sun? But then there's other people like me, apparently, who are like, yes, yes, keep them out in the sun longer. Make them shriveled up. Shrivel them more. Sausage? Pants grab. Not that kind of sausage? Oh, jeez. Why can't people just call them Tomazons? It's what they are. Tomazons. Look, if we just get a little bit more wooden planks, we'll be able to go to tier 2. And as it's complaining here about like, your villagers are filthy. All right, let me go over here and take a look at our resources. Oh, look, we could build a basket shop. How nice. How quaint. Let's go ahead and start building up that. Maybe just in general, we'll go ahead and build down these fancier buildings. We had a couple of them already. We got down the tannery. We got down the Fletcher building. I did not get down a cobbler shop yet, so let's place that down too. And there is also this compost yard, which is going to be very important over here for our villagers, as otherwise they're just gonna rack up the waste and then get sick all the time. But we don't want to build this too close and decrease the desirability of our town. We'll go ahead and place the compost yard just up over there in the corner. and build out a little road to it. I think sun-dried tomatoes are pretty good. Sun-dried? Dry them out? Not in the sun, just... Huh? Drier. Drier! Yes, leave them in the sun longer. Vampire tomatoes only? Does a vampire tomato eat blood oranges, you think? I can't type today, ugh. Ender? It's totally fine. I feel like those days are constant for me. Constantly typing the wrong word. Earlier I was typing out a message and I wanted to say once, but on accident I typed out ones, and those are not the same way. They just kind of vaguely have the same sounds to them. Typed it out the wrong way anyway. Sun-drieds are really good. I like adding them to pastas. Dude. I love sun-dried tomatoes in pasta salads as well. Sun-dried tomatoes. Put them in salads, put them in pasta salads, put them on pizzas. They're the best and I love them. It's kind of like feta cheese for me. I really like feta cheese as food additions too. Having gyros, make sure that's on there. The salad has feta cheese in it. Oh, even better now. Slowly. The farms take a long time to build though. You can see here, this is time unit. Villager time unit of 2,256. When we built the graveyard up here, just this little tiny square, it had what, 150? And even after we get this built out too, we then kind of need to weed it because it will be filled with weeds when we're done. Oh look, I should reposition this target now, huh? Oh, is the deer just up here? My little deer hunting hunting shack that I put down here. You're just gonna be hunting the same area. It says there's deer somewhere down here though, as she's running around to explore. You see them? Hang on, is she following my cursor? Oh, she is following my cursor. What the heck? Or was just that entirely coincidental? Wait, she's found them. She's found the deer. Alright, I put down the UI circle. We got him. Chat, I'm back. I made breakfast. Is this a play on the idea that you not only made breakfast, but you did it really speedily? Wow. I made my hash browns in the bacon grease. Time to consume a month's worth of calories in one meal. And angel hair pasta and Alfredo, sun-dried tomatoes, salmon, and a little bit of dill is mwah, chef's kiss. That does sound really good. And help, I've got dysentery! Oh no. Wait a second. That's not you, Emily. You're fine. It's Omegalol II that has gotten dysentery. So you're fine, Emily. Where do you live anyway? Oh! You live with Omegalol. Right here, Major Emily. But you are not the one who actually got dysentery. You're all good. You're safe. Don't worry about it. So even if Omegalol dies over there, you're still fine. What? When are you going to fjord the river? Never, I think. Unfortunately, we do not have a river. There is no river here. They've got dysentery and they were gonna give it to me! And then Omegalol the second is going to point at you and go Omegalol, laughing. It was her plan the entire time. The only reason she went and got herself sick is that way she could get you sick. A devious plan. I really need more people sawing. Our issue isn't that we don't have enough logs, like, we have logs that we can saw. We're just not making enough of them. Even though we've got so many people here. Excuse me. I'm putting a fourth person on. Please cut me some wood. Melody!
Might have cut covered, but that just means I get to watch Keiko live Bonzon.
Bonzon. Melody, thank you for resubscribing for 21 months. Appreciated. Haven't you caught COVID before? That sucks. That sucks. Oh. Uh-oh. I think Omegalol died. Well, Marna, guess what? Omegalol 3. Raffled. Okay. And Fuzzy, whenever we're able to build it here, I'm looking around. There we go. As soon as we're able to build this, whoever is going to end up working here, we're gonna rename to be you. If we manage it, if we get it built, if it's here, this building is made for you. This is the first time I've actually tested positive for it. The other times turned out to be regular sickness. I guess in either case, it always sucks to be sick regardless. But, hell. Hell regardless. And hell that you finally actually tested positive for it. It sucks. I hope you get better soon. And look, I think this might almost be done, but we're not able to work on it over the winter time. Dirt's too hard. And Slime, are you ooh-ahing because Melody's commenting about the sickness? Just like, ooh-ah! Get up, come on, get down with the sickness! Oh no. They are with the Omega Lord now. God dang it, Baldier. I'm mad that my work cut down the allowed sick days for having COVID for 2 weeks to like 5 days. I guess that's how it goes. Well, at least it's better than no days, I shrug. Peacemaker, that emote with the, ooh-ah. Perfect. Give me my well-earned applause. Okay. There you go. Was that enough? Is that good? Is that plenty? There were a couple of cheers there, maybe. As I'm going around to check. Got deer hunt. I guess it would be good, or would have been good to maybe relocate the hunter's cabin so there's not quite so much of a walk down to the deers, but something else I do like about Farthest Frontier here is that it does list how much a place has produced. You can see items produced in the last year. So then you could decide if, say, you wanted to relocate your building and put it somewhere that's a little bit more productive. As we click on the fishing shack, we can see we've got 144 fish. Over here at the smokehouse, we can see that we made 510 smoked meat. Oh my god. Willie, expert meat smoker over here. And 150 fish. Over at the firewood, we've got 165, 88 wood planks, 6 baskets. Wow. 6 shoes, 11 hide coats, and 2 bows. Wow. Welly is blazing their meat. Yeah. Thanks! I really thought you were gonna hit the boo button though, Caco. Oh, man. Imagine if I did do that instead. That's how he became all skeleton. He smoked all his meat off. God dang it. Wow, holy hell. Look at how much meat this hunter is making over here. 360. How's the one over at the left side of town doing? Oh, 420! Hey, pretty good. A boob button? No. Boo button. Boo button. Drop the B. Okay, we've got... Do we have enough wood? Oh. Just barely. We upgrade. We enter into tier 2 now. And we're ready to start farming. Click to add crops. No. Observe our level of weed right here. Oops. We need to weed it. So in our crop rotation, we're just gonna fill the little group here with a whole bunch of weedins. Now, note with the way they have this set up with the 1, 2, and 3, and this little color across with showing kind of a just depiction of growing plants and dying.
Found the boo button, yeah.
God dang it, Slime. Thank you for resubscribing for 32 months, though. Appreciated. This corresponds to the season. So these last three down here are grayed out because it's indicating you can't farm during this period because it's the last 3 winter periods up here. You can't grow crops in the winter. Come on, dude. Close that. And one day, they'll manage to finish our second crop yard. One day. I also want to harvest the rest of the trees that are up here on my crop area now. Look, they still haven't gotten rid of the trees over here either. Come on, guys. Oh no. Oh, cannibal. Oh no, I think they've only been eating meat over here and now they're stricken with scurvy. Cannibal, you can't only eat meat. You have to eat some fruits and veggies too. Oh no. Stop them. Stop them. From just eating meat all the time? I wish I could. They'll eat your hand. Oh no! I don't want them to eat my hand. Because they are a cannibal. Oh dear. I built a little path. Not quite how I wanted to place that path, but that's fine. Imagine getting scurvy while on land. It's because they can't stop eating meat. Now something we do need to do as we continue to move forward is whenever we build our houses down over here, we want to make sure it's within the range of our market right here. That way we can keep making profit cash money off of them thanks to taxes. There's one. I'm going to rotate my view around again so I can see the area above. We'll put a house. Not there, but one up. Which means I will need to extend that path out, I think. Can't put it... Oh, I can't put it right there. Just, right next to the well, you know? Saw a video the other day of a vegan eating Easy Mac. Had to be convinced that Easy Mac wasn't vegan. You suppose they just assumed that because it was powdered that it then surely couldn't have been made from any sort of actual dairy product? I think that's sometimes the case when people do aim to do certain particular diets like that. is that they don't realize that there are particular ingredients that aren't, if we're looking at vegan, for example, that there are products that, while you might, if you don't know, it's not immediately obvious that something is or isn't vegan. So, like, gelato isn't vegan? If you have something like gelatin, if you don't know what gelatin is made from, you won't realize that that isn't vegan. And so if you have something like a chicken egg, obviously they can point and say, yup, that ain't vegan. But literally everything in America has like dry milk powder. I forget the term for it. I'm not sure what the term for it would be either, but the case is still there. Whey powder? Maybe it's whey powder. That sounds right. Oh my god, it's bones! That's gelatin. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Cannibal Cake is not getting better. I think Cannibal might die. Nobody's bringing them anything else to eat. All they've got is meat. They're just gonna keep getting sicker because of that. Do vegans not use glue? It is like Emily says, though, as well. There are vegan glues. There are a variety of ingredients that glue can be made from. It's not all, haha, horses, I'm laughing all the time. The cannibal who won't stop being a cannibal. Who could have seen this coming? Look, it's one thing if they are a cannibal. It's another if they refuse to be, say, just carnivore obligate and they're like, no, I'm a cannibal. Therefore, I can only eat meat. That's where the issue lies. I'm also going to start trying to grow some flax. That way we can start making some clothing. As when we were looking at our town happiness earlier, or at our town center earlier, and it's commenting about the clothes right here. In order to make clothes, we need the flax. Convince them they're a carrot, then they can eat carrots. Maybe this will work. Cannibal Cake. Hang on. There we go. The carrots. Okay. Now because we've done this, maybe they're gonna start looking at their name in the mirror. And they go, oh, I am a carrot, aren't I? And then they'll start eating carrots. If someone only ate weed, would they be a cannibal? If they were weed and they were eating weed, then I suppose. Do carnivores have fetishes for consuming entire carnivals? Good question. Fun fact, rose hips are full of vitamin C and very useful for preventing scurvy. Could you imagine then, by extension, someone refusing to eat rose hips who's having a vitamin C issue and is like, no, I can't eat rose hips. That's not hardcore. I can't eat flowers. Roses have hips. God dang it, slime. Cannabis. God dang it. Cannabis. They eat weed. Now, since we did go to tier 2, guess what? We can have the apiary. We're gonna put the apiary right up down with our 2 crops, which I now realize are not the same height. Well, yes, that's how it goes. I think we will put down the apiary. Maybe like, right there. Yes! Now we just have to wait for the person who controls takes care of it, and we'll see, about renaming them. Aha. Why does it keep having this question mark? This field has empty crop seasons. Oh, just complaining at us because we don't have anything down here. Now, after they do the flax, what do we want to have them do afterwards? Maybe we'll, since it's not at super high fertility, we'll go ahead and plant some clover, as the clover can be used as a fertilization method. Apiary? Oh, apiary. I'd eat rose hips. More for you then. All right. Now let's see. We don't have any clay collection at the moment, so we don't need potter's building. We will want weavers. So let's go ahead and at least get the building started. We're also going to route a road around here as it goes up. I put that up a little bit too high, and now I'm going to have to replace it to be like that. And then go down. I should probably build more housing, honestly. We really don't have a lot of houses. As I kind of emphasize it by pointing to here where it says we need 25 homesteads. Which homesteads, by the way, are upgraded versions of the shelters. But we don't have a lot of shelters in the first place. Kind of could use some more. I know something with high fertility, paint scrub. Oh, no. I'm literally having to tab out of my game every time for these, but it's worth it. Thanks, Shrek. Adding on to that high chat quality. Yeehaw. Same, says Slime. Oh, you gamers over here. Lurking for the most part, but then those joke opportunities come up when you say, I can't not say anything. I have to add my input. Also, like, wait. There we go. I'm gonna have to do the same thing where I'm like finagling. There we go. The one little tiny walking path square. Funny fart noise. Thank you, Slime. That one was definitely worth tabbing out for. I love funny fart noise. Yeah, I realized half my posts are just puns and pants grab. Hey, and you add into chat that way, so hey, I like reading them. Alright, let me see here. Housing. More houses. Right over here. 1. And a 2. And a 3. There we go. More houses. More people. More tax money for me. By the way, if we upgrade these to homesteads, that will also make us more tax money. Oh, and actually, since we're tier 2 now, we can upgrade our roads to be the cobblestone roads. We start upgrading, chat. That's right. We're tier 2 now. But we're also probably gonna have to start worrying about wanting to build in real fences around our town in case we ever get raided. Because guess what we lose if we get raided? I point up towards my gold. I sweat nervously. Walls and roads. Here we go with the palisade wall. I don't think I can just straight upgrade these fences. We'll have to delete them and rebuild them. So over here, they've got this manage walls specifically. That way you can go ahead and just drag a big grid around them and tell them to savage, which will then instantly delete them. I don't have to come over here and have our villagers to walk and manually do it. It just poof, they're gone. So then we can put up new walls. Just like so. Built around, keep everyone safe and contained. And like that, which is requiring a ton of wood, by the way, 204. Let's go ahead and just start part way, and then we'll chop down some more trees around here. Harvest resources like that. We will also, just in general, as I'm looking around to see where good wooded areas are at, which honestly was here, but because we're actually building stuff, we don't want to have a... What's it called precisely? As I'm looking over here, not Weaver Building, Armory, Charcoalkin, Soap Shop, Work Camp. There it is. The work camp we will want to build near a bunch of trees, maybe even near something like this, big rock. That way we can collect those resources regularly and more of a, in a prepared, formal fashion. Cholera? Oh no! Oh no! Poor cholera infected citizen. Steckland. Stakeland the basket maker, now seeking medicine because they've got cholera. Now, if I look at these houses, it does look like there are a couple with a little bit of waste. It's possible we might start hitting a town size now where we need more night collectors to collect more of the waste from the buildings. So just in case, I think I'm gonna go ahead and head up here then. Now, let me recall. Is it in resources? Yes. For a second little compost. Slope too steep? God dang it. Fortunately, though, there is this flattened terrain option, so we just have to flatten the terrain out here a little bit. I was gonna say Keckland. God dang it, Shrek. We got a couple of people now. Oh. You know, though, I'm kind of tossed up here. Well, we can put down a healer's house. It does cost us 20 gold per month in order to do that. So perhaps what we'll want to do is, as I'm looking over to what is required for upgrading, we need some bricks. So it's a little bit harder to be able to build bricks. They're kind of a higher tier type material. So what we want to actually do is build a trading post. This is different from the market because the market is just sort of a distributor of stuff, the collector of taxes, whereas the trading post is where we actually deal with other people and we can trade items with them. So we're going to put a trading post down right here, I say. I'm going to draw a little path between them as well. Like so. And we also want to build up a wagon shop, as that will help us be able to transport materials around our town. If we're able to build one, so I'm looking between everything. Was that over in amenities and services? School rat catcher, healer's house, town center. Maybe it was up here. Saw pit, basket shop, Fletcher building, cobbler shop, firewood. Where is the wagon? I probably went over it and saw it, and I've just missed it here. Housing. We're all so sick, it's a good thing we don't have any education, or else the government might start taxing us to teach us lies about bacteria. I've never seen a bacteria in my life! Wait, other people? I hate interacting socially with strangers! Oh geez, this town used to be cool! Then all these strangers moved in and started complaining about houses and water and the smell. Emily's just gonna end up packing her bags and moving out. She hates it here. Slowly, the town's slipping further and further away than what she cares for. There we go. Wagon shop is here under buildings. Huh? I don't think I want to place it over on this side. We'll put it over here. Eh? Yeah. Yeah. Put it right there. Now we just kind of have to wait around. Oh. I noticed that we've gotten through the year. Did we place down a weaver? I did place down a weaver. Great. That way they can start making us some clothing. Oh, and we also have our other little crop field set up. So for this next coming season, we can go ahead and put all of our weeders out to clear out the terrible fields. And we can start prepping for some more crops to start harvesting over here. Fertility is still a little bit lower than I'd like it to, so I think we're going to start off the year by planting some clover. And then we can do some other farming afterwards for some other type of food. But what we'd want? Maybe the cabbage. Cabbage sounds pretty good. I click on it, which will also show us our estimated yield. It's only going to do 574 out of 680. Not ideal, but hey, that might increase though after we get some of this clover planted in. Though we could do something like beans, which has... I want to be a little bit careful because we can look over at these beans, which has a terrible frost tolerance, and if we're planting it more towards the end of the year, might run into issues. Let me try canceling that and putting down the beans. Yeah, it starts getting very suspiciously close to that autumn period, but maybe we could work it, because we do get 465 versus cabbage, which is more. So let's just go ahead and do cabbage then. Maybe you can make the fields do yoga? I heard that helps with fertility issues. We still need more houses to put down, actually. Note our population here, 54 out of 60. Means we can have more people. I'm kind of looking at the way I've laid out my town area. Kind of inefficient with space, isn't it? Well, I put down some housing. Let me see. Wait, obstructed by the road? Am I too far down? One up. There we go. Now I can place it. Just falling in my circle, but I don't think I really want to put any house down here at the corner. I'm not sure if it would quite reach. Go ahead and put down a row of houses going across the bottom here. Convenient when it's the winter time, honestly, but oh no, I better work quick. Because here I am commenting about how it's convenient because it's winter where I can actually see this area a little bit better because it's not being obstructed by a bunch of trees, but they're growing. All right. Ooh. And now as I'm realizing, as we're collecting up these logs, I still have my fence left to build. We really do need to get that. Oh, something else that we need too, honestly, as I'm building these, we need to actually have this lookout tower here so we can keep our town protected, but it does cost 5 gold per month, so maybe not quite yet. What I will do instead is grab these decorations, which will add to the desirability of our town, of our houses, and when they hit 30%, you can see the requirements here, local desirability bonus. When it hits 30, as well as it has different types of food and some herbs, then we can upgrade their tiers. You got the bees, but what about the birds? That might be your fertility problem. Caco, do we need to have a talk? What kind of talk? What do we need to talk about, huh? I like birds and bees. I would love to talk more about the birds, like all of the blue jays and the robins and the bees. Oh, there's bumblebees. Oh, I guess we do need to talk about the bees. I don't know much about them. Bumbles are the ones that most readily come to my mind. Okay, since the apiary is taken care of by farmers, we're going to go ahead and click on our crop field. Actually, it's a little bit harder to tell from here. I'm going to pull up my age or my employed people around here, so that way we can click on our farmers. And if I shuffle this off a little bit to the right, you see we've got this guy, and then we've got this lady. And then we've got this guy. And then the last farmer that we have is this lady. Since she was the last one on the roll, and since her name already starts with F, there we go. Fuzzy Bee Bum. There we go. You're in. There you are. Walking. High speeds away. It's funny to be on the 3 times speed, because here's 1 time, which you're like, yeah, makes sense. Person's walking pretty quick there. But then you put it at times 3, and then they're just zooming. Now, we have a traveling merchant that has now arrived. As I close Fuzzy, we can see here, it has these little icons, or arrows I should say, saying that these are the items we're allowed to sell to the merchant. And then the left-hand arrows indicating what the merchant is selling to us, so they don't have everything. So as we're looking at what the merchant has up for sale, they don't have any bricks, so we can't buy any bricks from them. So they're not very useful there. Though maybe we could buy some wood from them to help us out with building our town wall. Otherwise, all we have to sell to them is some linen clothes and baskets, of which we don't have tons of supply right now. So we're going to pass on selling them anything. Can we tell them to come back with bricks? Fuck you. We walk in there, we look at what they have to sell, what they're buying, we're like, fuck you. And then we just walk out. There are different merchants that come by to sell different... Oh, see, look at that. See? Second merchant coming in here. Merchant number 2. What do you have? So, the second person is both buying and selling iron. They are also buying these materials here on the left again. And as we scroll down, they're selling some fish, tools, iron, stone, heavy tools. For a moment, I was tempted to buy that. However, it is far above the average price, so I think we're not going to do that quite yet. And it would also take up all of our gold. And since we're wanting to buy bricks, we're gonna wait on that. But I will go ahead and transfer some of our gold over to our trading post. That way we will have that available when we do have bricks that we're able to buy. Fuzzmaster sounds great. Hang on. I'm going back over to our townspeople. We had Fuzzy Bee Bum. Now I'm going to take Elra over here. And they're going to be the Fuzzmaster. So then we've got Fuzzy Bee Bum and Fuzzmaster. I spend all our money on buying one single gear. God dang it. Did you really? Oh no. Well, I take the gear and I put the gear down. I guess eventually when we're able to build ourselves the mill. And we can, oh no, we're doomed. I haven't got the lookout tower built. So we don't have any guards right now. So the only people that we really have available to defend are the hunters. Uh-oh. No, we're all dead. No, it means our gold is doomed. We're doomed with the gold. So that money that we had that we were wanting to use in order to buy bricks, you can say goodbye to that. We're not going to have it much longer. This is, though, why we need to have these walls. Since they're not all surrounding our town quite yet, these raiders can just casually walk around them. They're not being proper defense quite yet. However, now we know that we need to prioritize getting our walls built now. And getting up those lookout towers. Oh, and now we're not going to be able to build the fancy decorations around the houses to get those upgraded too. God dang it. Dead financially. Yeah. What are other hunters? Do we only have like 3 hunters? Yeah. Our last hunter is the one that's all the way down here. And I don't know that they're going to be able to make it to help out, but I guess all we can do is try. Raiders, beware of their shadows. I hear that they're legends. Wait. Woo! Yahoo! Kala was able to take down one of the raiders. Sure, they're not all dead, but some of them are now. But I think she's going to die now. Here's John. John's shoot. Oh! John manages to kill one of them. Nice job, John. Another raider taken down. Butchering meat, Yuli? Yuli? No! You're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be over here trying to help out with ending and killing these raiders. Come on! Oh, we got them to back off. Is this a raider? That's not a raider. Do we manage to fend off the raiders for now? We still have our cash money. Here's one of our villagers. Here's the other villager. Okay, we do have a raider right here. So we need to find where our hunters are at again. Where's Yuli? Yuli! Yuli! There you are. Moving to destination. Perfect. Take out this guy, because he's gonna be the one. Oh! I think just one of our random villagers just attacked him. Wait, no! I think that raider has our gold. You can see our gold up here. Monthly gold says 0. Oh. As this is happening, we've got a couple of immigrants coming along and is like, hey, can we move in? As they walk up, you can see the raider, arms filled with gold, running off. Is there a villager nearby? Hey, Camilla? Can you be a little distraction? Maybe slow that guy down a little bit? They gain. She's just a little bit faster than he is. Punch him! Punch him! Yeah, get him! Come on! Come on! You can't let him get away with our gold, dude! Come on! Oh! Where's our other hunter? Do you think she's still chasing? Or do you think she decided that everything was fine? There's Kala. Kala, stop butchering the meat. Where'd they go? Camilla. Kala. Please, come get this raider. Don't disappear. 9 damage. Come on, Kala! No! They escaped. Items pillaged. 370 gold ingots, 167 arrows, 11 shoes, and 10 hide coats. Chat, they took all of the money. We've got nothing left. They even stole our shoes and our coats. Now we're not going to be able to buy bricks in an attempt to upgrade our trading post market, our market over here, so that way we can make more money. Ugh. We really need to prioritize this wall building. But it's kind of hard to do that when we really need to chop down more trees in order to build out more walls, and the villagers aren't really doing that. Our feet will be cold now! I know! I'm sorry, Fish Lord. There's nothing I can do. They've taken them from us. Even the bunny slippers. Uh-oh. Food stock's low. Do you think we could use a second smokehouse? Is that too many smokehouses? I build a second one? A numero 2? Truly a grim timeline. I know. Our boot stocks are low. They are. If I go over here to look at the cobbler, you can see all we have is a single pair of shoes. That's it. I'm also getting a second wagon person. Now, I think what we can maybe try doing, so we can get up some extra money, is we can put down a mine to collect this clay. Hang on, something I suppose as I'm kind of making plans is to make sure we're able to get all the materials for this. So, clay pit we can build. We have the materials, we're all good. But then we will want to be able to have a potter's shop in order to produce those into something. Which, let me see, soap, charcoal, apiary, potter building. Takes clay, water, firewood. No problem, we can do that. So we're going to place down... Must be placed on... There we go. Just barely squeezing in here on top of this clay. Oh my god. We're set for life. 13,000 clay, huh? I don't think we'll ever have to worry about clay again. So, as that will eventually collect, we can put down our potter shop.
Knuckles, go to the store. Our boot stocks are low.
But Shadow, you have so many shoes are love.
Shadow does something to Knuckles at this moment that's not fit for public viewing.
Oh. What are they doing? Thanks for the bits, Emily. And thank you for following Delta. Appreciated. Let's go ahead and surround our... That's too far up for our path. One down from here and across. There we are. Something with shoes or feet, probably. That scream came out way more sensual than painful. Yeah, and kind of as a result, it made that entire message come out much... Yeah, completely changing the mood of that message. That tracks. Okay, we're finishing up this year here with all those weeds. We go down to our next group. We're not going to do clover right away. I think first we're gonna go ahead and collect up some food items. Sure, I'm looking at the leak. Wait, no, the fertility dependence I'm looking at down there, 10 out of 10, really needs a really high level of fertility. We want something that's not quite so dependent on the soil fertility. So let's go ahead and start out the year with some carrots, as they don't require a high soil level fertility. So we can start those out in the year. Ooh, it does say though for the beans here that they can help improve soil fertility. So let me switch the order of these. Let's do beans first, and then carrots. All right. That's prepared up for next year. And now we don't really need to have just a whole bunch of these guys. We don't need to do a bunch of weeding. We're pretty good. What we're going to have them do is grab out some more flax again. I think we're going to do the same thing that we're going to do in this third year here for now, and just do more flax and more clover. Or Cannibal. I think Cannibal has now... They just ended up with a chronic illness because of how long that they were sick. Poor Cannibal. And they're only 27 too. Oh! Slime! Oh no! Slime, you've made it to 11 years old and here you are. Incapacitated. Damn, dude. It's hard being slime. Just, oh! Do we just... I think these two singular pieces of fence right here are making the palisade walls become enlarged right here. Yeah. Salute slime. F. Rip. Maybe one day we'll get that healer's house built. And then people won't, you know, suffer so much when they get ill. Alright. Back over here with the defenses. Building in that gate right there. And then we can keep building our palisade wall. Guess we'll just go ahead and build it from where our wall is currently and go over to the left and just keep it pretty tight here. And we can always enlarge the area later. As the game's now complaining to us about our food stocks. Aw, jeez. There's no way we're gonna have enough wood for all that. But we have to start somewhere, you know? I should probably have built this out more down here at the bottom, but we're gonna need to keep on chopping. Where's my harvest resources? Go, boys, go! All of these trees, take them out! I need them gone! That also includes this area over here. And up over here. I'm gonna need to chop down a lot of trees. And you know what we need to do too, honestly? We need to keep upgrading these roads. That way everybody can travel around a little bit faster. Too many resources, just don't get sick, forehead. Maybe if these guys, you know, did a better job. You know what would probably help too? Is if we had some soap. So that people could stay a little bit cleaner. You know, have a little bit of something that helps them avoid illness? Let me see. Slope too steep. Come on. Wait. Does it fit in right here? Oh, perfect. Just, yeah. And we can just work our path through here. Okay, perfect. What was that? There we go. Okay, we have a traveling merchant here. We don't have tons of money. What do they have available? Let me see. Well, we could sell them a bunch of our hide coats and get a little bit of cash that way, but if they don't have any brick... They do have bricks. Even if I sold stuff, though, would I even have enough money? I'm doing calculation. 50 times 19, which is apparently overpriced already. We would need 950 gold. That's a lot. If we sold all of our hide coats, that would give us, at the very least, 35. I don't think we would be able to buy quite 50 bricks. It's too expensive. But I guess we'll do what we can here. Let's go ahead and transfer over some of these coats. Not that many. Some to help us boost over. We're going to sell some of these shoes too. And we're going to transfer pretty much all of our gold. And by pretty much, I mean literally all of our gold. We've only got 2 pelts, so that's not really going to help us at all. We don't have a lot of wood planks, so I don't think we want to sell them. We'll go with that. By the way, did we get that clay? Oh no. Someone's got typhoid now too. Olafana has gotten typhoid. Let's... We sure are having a couple of health problems, aren't we, chat? Ooh, do, 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 do. We really would benefit from that healer's house. It's too bad it does cost money. And I'm trying to attempt to hoard as... Oh, god dang it! Is it those deer? Where are you? I'm looking. I'm not seeing any signs of deer. Hang on. Wait. No, that's just a guy. Hey, look, it's Graviton! Hi, Graviton! Where's the wildlife? There they are. The criminals. Why are they even right? Has this just been where they've been the entire time? God dang it. Okay, we're really gonna have to... I think they've just been... I think what it is this is the area where they had been spawning at, so they're just going to continue to spawn. Let me... Now, we're going to need some just basic pathetic fences built around the crops. That way we can separate them from our farm. That way they can't just break in here. Break in here all the time. Look at all these gross, stinky, sick villagers. Puh, glad I'm dead now. Oh. Kill them, destroy their family line, render them nothing but fleeting memory and history. Kind of extreme when you read it like that. We need so much wood. Because I'm looking at this area for building our palisade. And then we need to put that fence down around our farmland over here. That requires so much wood. So much wood. And we still need to keep up our stocks of the wood planks, too. That where we're going to be able to... Do we need wood planks to upgrade our town center over here? Yes, we do. We need 50. Oh, dear. Oh, no. At least we can still have more people moving in here. As I'm looking between our age here, we have a lot of children. I wish they would grow up faster so they can become, you know, helpful workers sooner. I got so much wood, right? Paint scrab. Just shake my head. There's nothing I can do with that wood, dude. It doesn't help me. It doesn't help me. Oh! Oh no! Whoever we had as a hunter here was dead. I think they must have been one of our 6 citizens then. Oh! Cured! Oh, Olafana! She was the lady who got typhoid, and now she's fine. Way to go. I built a soap building, right? Okay, great. And we do have our needed items in storage. So, okay, we are going to be able to make soap. We're good, we're good, we're good. Now, let me go ahead and pop up this panel because we're going to use it to switch over to resources and storage. So I can take a look here because we need herbs, which I'm not really seeing. Are we going to have some more foragers put out? I think we need to put out some more foragers so we can get some herbs. I don't think we've been collecting all of those. Can we easily see that back over here from the soap shop? It doesn't look like it. It looks like maybe we just don't have any herbs? Maybe? Uh-oh. We're gonna need to do some herb expeditions now. There's some patch of herbs right here. And hello there, Wormy. Hey, welcome. As I'm looking around. Because one spot of herbs is not really the best. I would like to see if there's somewhere... Do you see this little tiny water area? I love that it has a spot that says, yeah, show the fish. Lots of fish here in this spot when it's just this tiny pond. Teeny tiny pond. There's another patch of herbs, but it's not very big. Got 2 up over here, but it's kind of a ways out from the village. Not super ideal, but I suppose that would place it near this iron ore patch too, but when there's boars over here, which will attack my people, makes me a little bit apprehensive. We have another patch of herbs right here, though there is willow bushes next to it, which would be convenient. Oh! Ooh, there's also coal right here. You know, maybe extending out from right here would be pretty good then. So I'm going to cancel the construction on that palisade right here. We're going to go ahead and just extend out over from here. So we can get at least a tiny baby amount of herbs. We're going to need to do some herb exploration. But, let's see here. We want resources, and then we're going to want that forager house. Forager? No. Wrong section. That's the issue. It's over in food. Here we go. And I'm looking around what else there is, because I think I want to put it kind of at the edge like so I can see what is up here in this area to see if there's anything good that I can collect. Put that down here. And then because there's coal and iron ore, we're actually going to put down 2 buildings. One for the coal and one for the iron ore. And, by the way, hello there, Gray. Welcome. Don't care about the sand pit. Is that iron? Yes. Iron mine. Grab that. Put it down there. Does it work if I put it, like... if I nestle it up against the forager shack here? Probably isn't any particular benefit, so I might as well just place it down right there. And then we'll put down the coal mine down over here. And there we go. Yes. Yes. However, we don't have... actually, we have more wooden planks than I thought we had. So that's kind of a pleasant surprise. How are we looking in terms of wood? 275. Still building out tons of palisade, which I think this top section was 99. I think this bottom section was 99. Though we do have it partially built. Wait, there's a coal mine right here too? Dude! That's going to be useful. Because then rather than chopping firewood, we should be able to use coal instead, I think. And even if we can't use the coal straight up, we can load it into our trading post to sell. Which we can do just in general here as I'm looking through. As I see with the pottery here, we're going to transfer our items. Confirm that, transfer it. And we're going to mark this as a keep in stock, so whenever there is pottery available that hasn't been moved over, they will keep us supplied. So whenever somebody comes to sell and buy, we can hopefully sell them some pottery. What else do we have? What else do we have? We do have a lot of smoked meat, but actually we have 8 food stores, so that's fairly decent. We do have some of our stocks moved over here already with hide coats and shoes. I don't know if we want to move over our linen clothes or not. We could maybe we go, because of our goal of trying to get some bricks, I'm going to go ahead and move over linen clothes. That way we have them in our market to sell so we can get a little bit of money. We're not going to continue to do that. Say sell all of it or go long term until we get a much higher production level of them maybe. We just need to get enough money so that we can upgrade our market. Now as everybody's struggling with getting sick, I see there's just straight up a pile of manure right here. And it also looks like there's a lot of buildings that have waste stuck in them. So I am going to build a new compost area, but I think we're going to build it down here. Like, we'll build it right outside of town. Wait, slope too steep? Never mind. Well, we're going to flatten the terrain right here then. That way we can build that compost site. That way they can just run up from there to deliver it. Echo wants to be all bricked up. Well, yeah, because I want to upgrade some buildings and that does require bricks. Yeah? My foot has a blister on it? No! The worst! Why is this wagon... is this wagon here trying to take a shortcut or something? Huh? Oh, it's already upgraded. Okay. If you're bricked up, take laxatives. You know? Fair. Probably should. Maybe a little bit too bricked. Oh, look! There's a traveling merchant! Oh, merchant, what are you selling? What are you buying? I'm looking at what they have to sell, and I am not seeing any signs of any bricks, unfortunately. In fact, they want to purchase bricks, which isn't helpful to me. What they will buy, however, is both linen clothes and pottery, but I'm also looking at how they're buying it at below average prices, and I'm going to wag my finger at them and say, no, I don't think so. I'm not gonna do that one. This is valuable resources I have over here, and if I sell you a bunch of stuff and I can't even buy bricks, then I'm gonna be loaded up with all this money that the raiders are just gonna run into my town, take it, and leave. Essentially just making money for a bunch of raiders. You must kill them, eliminate the brick buyer competition. No. You're right. If I do kill them, they can't buy bricks from somebody else. Or that way then, if somebody comes by to sell bricks, I will be the only person in the marketplace for it. And then they'll have to reduce their prices because there'll be less demand because I'm the only one demanding the brick. Not only do they have the brick is at below average pricing. So before when they came, or whoever came, they were buying them at 19 apiece. They're only 15 apiece now. That's a lot better. In fact, they're also buying these hide coats here so we can conveniently sell them all, get a little bit of money straight off, and then buy the bricks. As many as we can. We've got 360 now. So we can buy 23, so that's half of what we need. Which means, I think with the gold that we have currently, all we have to do is, supply our trading post with it. Okay, now we wait. That's some stonks level thinking there. Well, if your mind's on the money, you have to take priorities. Oh, there we go. Oh, god dang it. The deer are over here eating my crops again. I'm gonna have to go grab my hunter to hunt them. Where'd the bricks go? Bricks. Buy more. Buy as many as we can. One less. There we go. Buy and transfer. I think we're just a couple of bricks short. So we're going to sell our shoes that we have. Sell all of them. And then the remainder on brick. Give me the bricks. I also think one of our issues here as I'm buying and transferring is I think I have some of them. Oh, wait, no, that's a settlement inventory. Okay, we're fine with that. We're good. Now we just have to... Yes! 56 bricks. That is now enough so that we can upgrade our trading post. So, now we just have to wait again so we can get in a... Wait, I'm pausing. I'm considering. We do still have the traders present here. Can we sell enough material in order to make us enough money to upgrade that trading our market right away? Become the cursed cannibal witch village? It's not a bad idea. But then who would we be eating? The only time we see other people is when we have traders coming in and when we have raiders coming in. I don't think we want to eat our own population. That might cause issues. Are either of the traders buying pottery? These guys are buying the pottery. They are buying it below average. But we can sell enough in order to have enough money to upgrade. So, we will sell as much pottery as we're able to, or not everything, but as much as we need in order to upgrade our posts. So there we go. Now, we upgrade. And then, we can make more money off of our houses, which will be extremely beneficial to us for making this monthly gold amount. as then it will be able to help us be able to make money that we can spend later and have money that we can spend servicing our healing house and the like. So, now we just have to wait for them to upgrade that. In fact, I'm going to even put it at high priority. Prioritize that, please. Please finish building that for me. And we have so many people. Oh, Yuli's the one who died out here. That's sad. Well, Rosario, looks like you're working here now. Powdery mildew! Oh, no. Oh, that's a shame. It also hasn't been doing anything up here either. So this affects beans, peas, buckwheat, carrots. So we just don't want any of that. I'm gonna go ahead and just put weeding out here so it kind of offsets that. So we don't want, again, beans, peas, buckwheat, carrots. We can't put turnips in. So, you know what? We're just gonna do turnips for the rest of the year. I don't know if they're gonna actually try to do something there. We'll just leave them to it, I suppose. Now, deer. I know you're here. Where's my hunter? Hunter? I guess he's busy butchering meat at the moment. Too busy to come out here and hunt this deer. Okay, and we do have our range. We should maybe temporarily at least adjust the range so it's not down here, but maybe up around here. So we can focus on hunting the deer that's in my farmland. Also kind of a shame that I told them to do turnips when apparently, I guess the turnip heat tolerance is not great. So, maybe struggling a little bit. I do notice that they're doing a pretty, my townspeople are doing a pretty good job finishing up this wall, though. And we do still have 288 logs. How are we looking at, in terms of, forestry? We can extend that out, chop down some more trees in this area. No, maybe take out the ones, that makes it look like, because of the way the borders of the farms are, makes it look like those are trees I should be able to chop down, but they are not. We're going to get rid of the trees out here at the backside right there, because we do have a... What's the word? An orchard? There's an orchard building up here in food production. What is that? Not barn, an arborist building. There we go. Where you can see it has an arborist will work at this building and maintain and harvest fruit trees nearby. So I want to build that down above our two croplands right here, our farmlands, our farm areas. And then we can get some fruit trees going. But that means we're going to need to clear up this area. We're also probably going to want to move this forager shack as it kind of is encroaching now more and more on a developed area. There's less stuff to forage. We're gonna go ahead then and explore out here a little bit so we can see if there's anything good that they can collect. Kind of like this forager shack over here, whose area I'm going to adjust a little bit. Which, there's not really a lot of good stuff to collect over here, honestly. So I suppose we'll place it right here, as that will allow us to get that willow. There's a bunch of egg spots that we can collect from, a little bit of berries, and we'll cover that one herb spot, which was the original I look and see the great... Ooh, hi. Welcome. I'll have to build some houses for you. I do see some more patches of herbs over there, actually. So we're going to move our circle again. So we can get the... Where was it? There's the patch of herbs right there. So if we place our circle like so, you get the herbs over here. The herbs right there. We can't quite reach up to that mushroom cluster, and unfortunately, there's also that patch of herbs there too. Just a little bit out of range. Well, can I grab the person here? If I grab Woolerum, can I force them to come up here and harvest the patch of herbs? No? Oh, that's a shame. And now, since we have that housing shortage, we're going to place down some more paths just behind these houses. And then we build more houses! And flip that around. 1, 2, 3, 4. Lots more housing. And look at this! The market square now. big, beautiful. With our golds now increased, you can see taxes at 42. If we increase our houses now that are over here up, make them more desirable, get them increased to homestead, we will then make even more money. But that means because we've got that larger amount of income coming in, we're going to go ahead and put a lookout tower over here to take or help take care of those raiders. Which we'll go ahead and place them down right here, I think. Like so. Taxes! Whoa. I like the taxes. You can complain about them all you want, but that's not gonna stop me from collecting them from you. And we're gonna go up here to services, so that way we can get down our healer's house. Which, by the way, you can see as I'm placing it here, will increase the desirability of all the nearby houses. Which, if I could get this more centered, would be better. I'm actually going to relocate Cannibal's house here. Relocate. Oh, we can go ahead and squeeze it down here at the corner instead. We wait. Can we prioritize it? Great. Please move this house out of my way. I need it gone. I need the space for our healer's house. Did somebody just dump this goddamn manure on the ground, guys? Am I really gonna have to put down another compost building? Is it really that much of a problem? Oh no, this guy's unhappy. Why are you unhappy, man? I think he's normal again, because it doesn't say why he's unhappy. What's my town say? Overall happiness is at 86%. What's the issue? I'm looking? What are you guys' problems? Nothing really, they're just not very happy. Come on, guys. It was just dumped there, that manure? Fuzzy, you seem kind of suspicious. You didn't just take a dump in the street, did you? Okay. Here's the healer's house. Now if I put it... Oh, I can't put it down quite that one space, so these two corner houses down here are not gonna get the benefit, but I can't please everybody, you know? Let's put it there. People just keep dying for some reason. You know, when you say it like that, I'm kind of suspicious. Are you going out there killing people? I think we could also use some more wells. The one that we have placed, what, around here, up here? Not covering all of our houses quite well enough. So let's go ahead and put a new well out. Up here, up here. Yeah. Not enough long pork. There's plenty of long pork. We just need more people to collect it, you know? I guess we'll go ahead and just shove a well down here at the end, you know, out of sight, out of mind. Can we get some long pilk? Do you mean Pepsi milk or do you mean pickle milk? Because either way, no, because we do not have any Pepsi. We do not have any pickles. And we don't have any milk. So whatever way you look, whatever your direction you're trying to take, whatever you want it to mean, you say, raising your eyebrows, wiggling them around at me, and I like start nervously sweating. Excuse me? What do you mean whatever I want it to be? Oh no! A blizzard? Everyone's going to freeze and die! Why does the Discord have an emote of Caco breastfeeding a pickle anyways? Can I get a live explanation? Okay. It's kind of a series. One, that actually isn't an emote on the server. That is an emote that somebody took the breastfeeding emote and edited it. Edited it in order to make it colored to be the Caco colors and modified so that the little baby that she's holding looks more like a pickle. But the original source and reason for that is because One, you should always keep in mind that depending on your device that you're looking at, say, chat here in Twitch or over on Discord, it will change the way that the emotes look, right? Well, in some versions, that breastfeeding emote looks a heck of a lot like she's not feeding a baby, but like it's a pickle. So the source is, here's this breastfeeding emote that really looks like she's breastfeeding a pickle. And so I think it was Goblin edited it so that the baby looked even more like a pickle and like me. Oh, lol, I see it on the on-screen chat. Oh, that is true. I do have it on the, up here on stream even, so you can see the version of it that looks more like a pickle. So, they turned the baby into a pickle. Funniest shit I've ever seen. I was making an order to Wendy's the other day, and I'm looking at the Wendy's menu online, and I had never realized that they had a section that was explicitly labeled as Morty's, and they made it so that the little Wendy's girl instead looked like Morty with the red braided hair. They have a menu section on Wendy's just for Rick and Morty. And it was like, wow, hell. Morty. And as the new year starts, a new villager is born. Get the fuck out. What? It's true? You can go over to Wendy's website, go over to their menu area, and like they have their sections labeled with little pictures. They have one. That's Morty's. It's there. It's a thing. This isn't a lie. I'm not trying to josh you. I'm not trying to do little jokes. It's 100% true. And as I'm looking around thinking about the truth, I'm considering the truth of what other buildings do I need to build? We've got a weaver. Oh, okay, something I wanted was more firewood, because we're not looking great in the firewood department over here. So as I'm looking around trying to remember where the heck my firewood chopping place was at. Stockyard. Wait, I know how to navigate to it. I go over to my firewood splitter. That's right, Graviton. Gravibon Flux. I'm here, and guess what? You now have a friend! Graviton, now you're not gonna work here alone. You have someone that you're working with. Look at the two. Oh, never mind, I think. Oh wait, no, they're back. Oh, look at you guys work together to chop that firewood. So strong. Surely they have some Szechuan sauce at Wendy's? That'd be the wrong place for it. Idea for next week's Saturday stream, Caco plays through the Wendy's D&D campaign? Wait, excuse me? Does Wendy's have a D&D campaign? Are you just joshing me? I'm also building up my palisade wall out here. On the other side, yes, line it up. And then there we go. And then we branch out from this left side, and there we are. And then we'll have our entire town secured. After we also make sure we place down some gates too. And then we just need our lookout towers at each of these areas, and boom, boom, we'll be safe finally. And the KFC dating sim was actually pretty good. I feel like, from me, I would almost, even in the case of Wendy's, purposefully not want to play them, because it's the case where they're grabbing it, they're holding it up, and they're like, isn't this wacky? Wendy's, D&D, KFC, dating sim, play into our marketing. It's like a version of children's toys, chat. By the way, hello, Sloppy Waffle Cat. Like, when they make TV shows explicitly made, that way they can sell toys to children, this is the equivalent. They're making the KFC dating sims and Wendy's D&D to try to sell you product. Pepsi Man, slap him, push him to the ground. Stop trying to market to me. You can't make me. And then you leap away into the pit. I posted that campaign in the D&D channel. Perfect. Perfect, Emily. You mean all Hasbro media ever, all they do is make toys? That is literally why they have, if there is a Hasbro cartoon, they did the cartoon to sell toys. The cartoons, toy cartoons are just made that way they can sell product. It's not the reverse. Listen, I will brush My Little Ponies and you can't stop me. You know? Ultimately, if you want to go ahead and grab your My Little Ponies, give them a hairbrushing, that's your choice. You know, even grab some paint remover too. Customize the My Little Pony. Make your own My Little Pony toy OC. All right, I'm looking over here at the trader. We missed one of them. That's fine. We've got a second one here. Which these baskets selling for double the price? Why? Don't mind if I do them. We're going to sell those baskets. Something else that we're going to want to do, as I'm opening up my build window so you can check it out, is see there's this vault, secure repository for the town's gold, which will require 20 iron bars, and that's not regular iron. So what we're collecting out here is iron ore. That's the non-refined version. And we can't refine it until we hit tier 3. So in order to get access to this vault, we're going to really have to buy iron first. So we want to get up enough money so we can buy 20 so we can make that vault. And another similar case is that gears are also pretty much a tier 3 product. So we really want to purchase a gear, as expensive as they are, at some point. That way we're able to process grains and use them for our bakery, or for a bakery. Now, as I'm looking at my options, we will want to buy a cow at some point too. That way we can have a little rancher place, you know? Raise cows, get milk. I'm kind of considering, do we want to sell our linen clothes now? I'm kind of leaning towards no, since it's just average price at the moment. I think we'll go ahead and hold our clothing stocks for later. I think for now, we're going to close out. We're going to pass. Have a good day, sir. Is this game pre or post gunpowder? It is definitely... I suddenly pause. Technically, I don't know. Looking back up on my building stuff. I'm looking down here at tier 3. Furniture, brewery, foundry, blacksmith forge, brickyard, glassmaker. I would consider this pre-gunpowder, as nothing we're able to make, or any tier that we hit, has anything gunpowder level or that uses explosive or guns or anything. So I would say the answer is post-gunpowder, but pre-trade with China. That's how we would essentially look at it. Our town and the game's range would be pre-gunpowder. Even if you could say the rest of the world has gunpowder, we don't get access to it. Also, Equestria is canonically a kingdom and not a principality. So, if Princess Celestia isn't the queen, then who the hell runs the place? You sweat nervously. You know, maybe Princess Celestia is the one who runs the place, but she thinks the title of princess is cuter than queen, so she keeps that label, perhaps? And Pope! Hello, welcome! So, like, 13th or 14th century? I zoom in. I point at this guy who's just kind of standing and hanging around. You can decide. What time period is this? Ow! I zoom back out. Man, poor Cannibal. I think Cannibal just permanently... Oh yeah, because I guess they did have a chronic illness. Did we finish? No. Okay, we did not finish building the healer's house. This reminds me of Black and White, just with a more realistic art style. I would say this isn't like Black and White because Black and White was more along the lines of God Simulator, which then gave you more magical power access, you know, in terms of being able to make plants appear, give various boons and buffs. Your town people would straight up be worshipping you. You had your big creature running around, you know, that you could say, run there and fight other big creature. That's not happening over here. This is closer. I can't think of a better example to use because honestly, the amount of colony and town simulators like this that I've played, as much as I might like them, is fairly limited. So the only one I can really say is something like Age of Empires, even though that one is much more focused on, say, military operations. I can't be worshipped like a god? Pope says, turning around to leave. I guess this checks out. I also like because of the building on fire, there's now just a bunch of buckets of water on the ground. My biggest two pet peeves in media are 1, princesses refuse to take the title of queen, slay queen, own the title! And marrying a queen does not make you king, it makes you the queen's consort. The queen is still the monarch. Or marry the princess and be a king. Yeah, it's in all these medias where they're like, we have to keep them as princesses, dude. But prince compared to king? That just sounds weak. So we have to upgrade our princes to kings, but the princesses? No, they stay there. What is this? I want more queens! All of these paths that are just waiting on being upgraded. At least we're doing a pretty good job at making our wall. Oh! For a moment, I got excited about the lookout tower being finished and about the healer's house being built, but no, they're still not done. I think I will go ahead, though, and prep up a secondary lookout tower, honestly. You know, in case any raiders do come by, we'll have a second set of warriors to defend us. I don't know if they're going to come from any other area quite yet, as we've only been raided the one time. So I'm not sure if it would be better to place the towers down here at the bottom, up here at the top, or over here on the left. So I think I might wait to place down any more for now. Do you have to manually draw the walls? Oh, you do. I see it now. Yes, you can draw them kind of at a two at a time here. I'll go ahead and do it again just so you can see it. But you would take your wall, and when you first click, it will start extending out. But if I bring my mouse up or down, it will start making it a corner. So then if I click again, I can then continue building it around as a square. I wonder if you can cheese it by making a tower defense style maze of walls around the lookout tower. You know? I would say kind of yes, kind of no. I don't know if you could quite cheese it. The most you could do is maybe make multiple layers of walls out here. Because the raiders are just going to run up along. You know, okay, now that you're phrasing it like this is kind of an interesting thought here. So what if you don't have a gate at all, right? And you just made this really long open maze that if the raiders ran through it, they would be able to get into the town without actually having to destroy anything. So would the AI make them attempt to do that? Or would they say, hey, if I go and just attack the wall, it will take me less time to do that, so I'm going to autopath and just start attacking the wall instead? However, that is what they will do if you don't have a maze at all, is the raiders will just run up and try to destroy your wall while the lookout towers shoot at them. So I don't know how big of a maze you might need to make in order for it to be that walking through the maze would take more time to get them into your town than if they just destroy part of a wall. I don't know. You'd have to experiment with that. By the way, hello there, Sick. Welcome. That is a very smug dancing hamster. It's not a hamster! Ah, my bad. Gerbil. And then Sick gets angry again. It's not a gerbil either! We're also running low on food, as we only have one food store remaining. Well, we're not going to be able to do anything about that. Now, what's happening over here? Is there any deer around? I don't think there's any deer around, so... As I'm looking, we got one deer right there at this deer-sighted point. And we've got some deer sighted over here, but I don't think I see any. I don't know if it's because they're out in the Shadowlands or if there's just none spawned at the moment. So I'm not sure if I want to or need to adjust this range at the moment. I guess I'll leave it for now. I head down. How are we looking at for these guys? How are you doing? 360 meat? That's not bad. As I'm looking around here for any food checks. More fish. I'm trying to consider here. There is this tiny pond that was up over here. Maybe I should put a fishing hut over here. I bet I could probably put down a second hunter shack to hunt down the deer over here, yeah? Because there is 2 deer spots right there. Maybe... even by extension, say. Coming over to have a secondary hunter shack. Not fishing, not forager, hunter cabin. And put it further down here, you know, have it a little bit closer. And then adjust it so that my region is over there. And also, by the way, building this path again. Ferrets are just long hamsters. I don't think that's true at all. I think that ferrets aren't considered rodents in the slightest, like rats are, or hamsters. Hamsters aren't rodents either, are they? They're like a different thing, right? I can't recall. But ferrets are in the same family as otters, being then weasels. Therefore, certainly not just long hamsters. They do little weasel dances. Oh, what a cute way to describe it. Ferrets are just the guinea pigs of the human centipede experiment. Fuzzy? Just stick all of the guinea pigs together and boom, you've got a ferret. No problem. Alright, guys, what are you selling? What are you selling to me? Pottery? Don't be ridiculous. I'm trying to sell other people pottery. I don't want to buy any from you. Though, I see you are selling some beans down here, and maybe I'd buy some beans as our food is a little bit low. Though you are kind of charging a lot for it, I'm going to be very unhappy about having to buy some beans, but I will take some beans. I don't have enough money here in order to purchase them, though. I'm going to have to transfer some to the trading post. We'll unpause so that they can be swapped over. So we got 120 gold. 20 gold. One day, we will be stocked with that money I asked for. Just have to wait for a minute. Meantime, what else do we have? We can buy flour, but we don't have a bakery at the moment, so that's not going to help us at all. We don't really care to buy any clay. I don't want to buy any of the linens. They're not buying them from me either, so I don't think there's anything else we care to do. Except for buy those beans, which we can now do. There we go. Oh. The time is now, chat. We can see how successful our 2 lookout towers are, as it appears that the raiders are coming in from Over here? Over here. I think we were able to see them a little bit extra soon because we've got Kala, our hunter, out here that spotted them. I think, perhaps? It looks like she did almost take out that, like, just the one. Alright, boys. I'm gonna go ahead and arm up both of these lookout towers with some extra warriors that we don't have a lot in right now, but here they come! Aha! Just try to break in! Aha! Yes! That's it! It's easy! Wait, what? What? Oh no, those are the same raiders. Oh, what? God dang it! They think they can just sneak on down here and attack that way? No, 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 no! Warrior, come out. Kill them. Okay, move to destination and then attack. I find that when they're garrisoning, and if you try to just right-click one of the raiders while they're in there, they don't actually pop out. So you actually have to force them out first, so they're moving to the destination. And then you can right-click one of the guard, or one of the raiders so they can come attack them. See? Here we go. Pew, 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 with their arrows. Pew, 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 pew. And then they're dead. Villagers attacked. Oh, it looks like we're all good now. Okay. I think we fended off the raiders. I don't think I see any more signs of them. So chat. Hell yeah. We did it. We saved the town. The village was raided, but guess what? They got nothing. Ho, 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 ho. Has Caco built a church yet? Pope, I've got bad news. For you, anyway. There is no church, period. I can make a rat catcher, I can make a school, I can make a trading post, I can make a healer's house, make a pub, can make an apothecary shop, or a theater. But none of those are a church. There is no religion here. So, when do we start sacrificing the kids for the mountain god to bring us hunt? Hopefully sooner rather than later. I am looking rather hungry. As I'm looking at my fields, it will just be a little bit longer until we're able to get some beans here, and then we're all good. I also am going to go ahead and take the opportunity to remove off all of the weeding, because we don't need to weed anymore. However, I would like to have some of the clover to refertilize my field, and then we will do some cabbage. Alright. Not bad. Grow crops down here. Maybe more beans? As the beans do the same. And help with fertility. So beans and cabbage? Beans and cabbage. Great. I love cabbage. I hope you like cabbage too, chat. Look, there's even more cabbage on this side. This fertility is doing terrible! How's our compost looking? Oh, great. Go ahead and add some compost. Keep in mind, by the way, that these compost yards do collect waste from the towns, which I would imagine include some human waste. So, yeah, we're using that to fertilize our fields. Hooray! Wait, what? Oh. They did get away with some of my stuff. They took so much of my pottery, dude. I worked so hard on those pots, and they just took them. Ooh. But fortunately, because I do still have plenty of gold, I'm going to move some gold over so I can buy some heavy tools. Come on. Waiting for the gold to supply, hoping that... Okay, departing in 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11... 10, 9. But why are they not transfer? Woo! Okay, there we go. We got it. Wait a second. No, that's hauberks. We wanted the heavy tools. We take just one heavy tool. That's all we need. I think we also want to make another crop field, by the way. We're going to use just one coin here, and we're going to buy a singular crude weapon. That way... Wait, why is it not letting us buy that? We have 35 gold. 1. Enter. I can't do it. It won't let me. Dude. Heavy Tool was my nickname in college! Oh my god, Emily! Well, I don't think you're Heavy Tool. Oh, jeez. I'm building more farmland now. Building menu? Walls and roads? Put a fence in right there. Put a fence in. Do I have a path going through here? I don't. I really should, huh? I'm putting 2 fences there. So we can route a path through the farm. What the? Through the farmland. There we go. It was like not really wanting to do the right thing for a minute there. And then back to the building menu. Resources. And... not resources. Food production. Farm. Farm. Actually, I'm looking over here. I think I want to put the farm over here, actually. Hang on. Hang on. Wall management. Wall management. Grab these guys. Salvage. With one little remainder fence here that I also want to get rid of, you can go to. And then we grab our farmland building again from food production. Squeeze it in. I'm considering if I want a little... I think we'll have a little empty spot there so we can't have people walk through it again. And then put up our farmland for more farming action here. Then I can have a 3rd field. The city skylines moment. Smooth curves! Yeah, it's like, we need it to be nice and pretty! Need more plump helmets? Yeah, it probably would be beneficial to me, but... can't. But because we're putting this farmland right here and we got rid of our fence that was right there, that means we're going to want to close that off for any potential future deer. Put up at the top as well. And there we go. Now we just have to wait for that. And in the meantime, we go back over to food production so we can go ahead. 1. Build ourselves a windmill. Ooh, a little bit slow there. Build ourselves a windmill. Closer on down here to our farmlands. Ding. And then we're going to want a granary to store any wheat or buckwheat, I think there is also. There's also rye. And then we'll have a granary to store it all. I think we can build a path in right here. We'll put it there. We'll build a path in between. Hello? Why is it wanting to attach weird? I think it's off by, like, a tile. Eh? It's doing the same thing where it's like, smooth curves! Stop it! That's not what I want. There. I think part of the reason that it's wanting to do those weird smooth curves is a result of the slope that's right here, too. So now that we've got that path built through, we're also going to go back to the building menu, as after we would mill that in the windmill, we would then bake it at the bakery. So we want to put our bakery over here in our town, as everybody loves the baked goods. You can smell it, sniff the air. It smells just like bread. And everybody loves bread. But where can we fit? Oh, we can squeeze this in right next to the trading post. I love it. That's perfect. Absolutely excellent. And hello, hi voice box. Thank you for the raid. I hope you had a nice stream. I hope Tarkov wasn't absolute hell or anything. You know, get some good raids in, running around, killing all the people, looting all the items. So I hope you're also doing well yourself, and welcome to everybody coming in from the raid. So Reanimated Bit, hello. Dragon's Dogma Enjoyer, hey. Dream Diary, hello. Kikosaurus Rex, hi. And Grillium, hello. It was hell! Look at that big smile as he nods and goes, hoo hoo hoo, Tarkov? Yeah, it was hell. Yeah? But thank you again for the raid. I'm currently playing Farthest Frontier here. You can see it's a city management type of game, a colony manager. I've got my little town center right here. We've got a little housing area over here. I've got low food stocks that are only going to last me another month. Haha, we might starve. We're not looking good. I should maybe build an emergency forager out here to collect up some more food. By the way, Zeke Surrey, hello to you as well. Can I live in your town? Looks comfy. I'll look up over at my populate. You know what? Hang on. I grabbed this house. You see this kid right here? This little tiny 4-year-old child? Yep, that's a Dragon's Dogma Enjoyer right there. There he is. Look at that wee lad. It's you now. Why does everyone hate the September, the surprise emote? Everyone's like, I hate this. I love the surprise. Did you also know? Anyone who knows who Tom Thanks is in chat? Tom Thanks is the one that... It's hard to specifically say that he made that emote. He made the design and the animation stuff for the fairy mod mother, the Twitch, Tom Hanks. Tom Thanks! Thanks! So the emote then was done by Tom Thanks. And he does streams here on Twitch. And DOS, hello, welcome. I'm also here playing things. Oh, what kinds of things are you playing, DOS? Were you also playing Tarkov? Wee! And by the way, Dragon's Dogma Enjoyer, thank you for following. I'm also glad that we were able to have a healer person that took care of, like, we've had that healer house get built a while ago, and I kind of forgot about checking on it to make sure it was actually populated, that someone was actually working there. But fortunately, it took care of it. There was already somebody who had some basic education who could work there. That's right, I wanted to put down 2 things. I wanted to put down that arborist building so we could get started on having a little bit of orchard farming. So I'm actually going to put the arborist building, say, over here in the corner. And then we're going to put the circle over here, which we're going to have to remove some of our fencing now. But that way we will have a little bit more area for planting trees. Because otherwise that building will take up some of our potential space. Manage walls, grab that, and then salvage. I'm playing Apex Legends per usual. Alright, I guess it still has a gun. Basically the same as Tarkov, right? Interchangeable. I've been going back and forth between free-to-play Destiny 2 and Splatoon. Oh, I guess that's 2 games you could switch between. See, look at that idiot bear. Villager ran past wall, and now bear can't get in. Bear doesn't know how wall work. Bear see door open, but bear afraid to walk through that passageway. Bear shakes its head and just runs away into oblivion. There they go. Thanks, Mr. Thanks. Tom, thanks! Stop it! Alright, let me see. So we've got up that arborist building that will be built soon enough. We'll go ahead and place another forager's place. It kind of looks like there might be a decent amount of things to forage down here, maybe? Maybe? So we'll go ahead and put this down at the end of our fisher's path, and then we can place down the circle out around here somewhere. We'll see how it looks. Like, we can even see if we don't want to, and we maybe just place it over here to get a lot of these berries and these willow bushes. That would be alright, too. So the one that's right here is a hunter cabin. It looks humorous, though. It's kind of like, small bit of berries, nothing but trees. This would probably then be a good place to put a work camp for collecting up logs, honestly. Alright. We've still got these two lookout towers here who are complaining about a lack of weaponry. So what we need to do, too, is maybe work up some cash money. That way we have some if somebody comes by. And that way we can buy up some weaponry from people. How the heck did doors work? Yeah, that's what the bear was asking. He doesn't know. He also doesn't have thumbs, so I don't know if he could properly turn my doorknob handle over here. Work camp? Yes. Observe. Over here, in resources, there's a work camp. Put them nearby areas of resources to collect them up.
By this shrub.
Shadow, that would be a pants grab, not a scrub. You might want to check your journal for pronunciation there. I'm also looking over here, just outside of town. How many god dang little foraging areas there are? I didn't realize. I definitely want to put a little forager shack down over here. Forager shack. And placed. And then we just have to wait for that to be built now, too. And since the arborist building is now here, I will relocate the circle to be like so. And then we can plant our trees. So here we are with apple and just the So actually I'm going to make a maybe minor baby pause here. No, I guess I just put a gate right here so I don't care about having a path up in the middle of it since I've got my path over here on the right. It's totally not a gulag, right? My work camp? No, it's fine. It's fine. As I put down more trees. Lots of apple. And then we can put up some, say, pear trees above it. And then whatever that other kind was, what was it? Peach trees. Oh yeah. Put pears next to the apples. I don't know if it's better to have spaces between these fruit trees or not, but I'm opting with the idea that more is better, as more trees, more food better. Plant as many trees as possible. We'll go ahead and put the last group up here, just peaches, as between apple, pear, and peach. Personally, I like peaches the best. So we're gonna have the most peach trees. My town, while it does like fruit variety, it's also much more pro-peach. I'm here for the peaches. As a building somewhere in town is on fire. Oops. I also don't know why the sound effects on this tree planting feel or sound so much louder than everything else has so far. There we go. Like if I go back over to placing walls, that little sound effect, the little clicking sound, is way quieter. I'm not sure why it's so loud for the trees. I'm more pro Bowser, personally. Are you? Does that mean you don't even like it if Bowser gets the little peach crown that you can put on him, thus making him a more peach-like? You need more pro-peach action happening over here. I'm a peach lady myself. As I'm looking around for what kind of foraging, it just looks like a whole lot of berries and greens if I place this here. Can we get a little bit of exploration out here in the woods a little bit more? Is pro boner the thing where lawyers do it for free? Pro bono! Pro boner is what the strippers prefer. I need oranges for scurvy. I'm sorry, dragon. We don't do oranges here. It's apples, peach, or pears. Boner? I mean, look who said it. Skellington. Of course the skeleton is gonna care most about the boners, you know? Bowsette is the best Bowser. Many others would agree. My poor flax field. Getting destroyed. Ruined. Decimated by the cold. Ow! And then a deer just going right past my fence area because it hasn't been built yet. Please, please, Sidmund, I hate it. Kill this deer. Punish them for eating my crops. Stop them. Yeah, that's right. That's right. God dang deer. I point at the deer. The deer is gone now. Yes, yes. And now back over here. Ooh, what I should focus back on here is upgrading some of these houses so that they are homesteads instead. Which looks like they just need that desirability boost here. So we're going to go over to our building menu. Go away, shelter. Stop that. And go down to decorations here. Since I have plenty of money, by the way. Look. I plant small shrub. Oh, wait a second. Hang on. There is a pretty big area right here, so rather than put in tiny shrub, what I should really do is put something in bigger and take advantage of that space, increasing the desirability around right here. I could then put down another medium garden up over here, increase everybody else's desirability up here. Can I fit it so it can... Nah, because of the way it's working around in the circle, I think there is going to work best. But then, go back over to our build menu. We can put a nice pretty garden trail right in between them here. And I think what we will do also, there is a small plaza which says it can be placed underneath roadways. Only some areas. You can see that as I'm trying to click down at some of these places, it's not actually... There we go. Wanting to place it at all of them. So I don't know if it's maybe a slope issue or what. But still. Can you increase my desirability, streamer? Sure I can. I grab just a bouquet of flowers and just set it down on top of you. There you go! Your desirability now skyrocketing! So lovely. I think because of all these little strips I've got stuck in here, that these garden trails are going to be the best. Especially since they're 3x3 wide. Making it so I can perfectly fit them in between all of my different buildings here. Is there no gap between these two? What the hell? What have I done? I've ruined everything. Right here. I know I could grab this house and shuffle it down a space, but I'd rather just complain about it and be angry. Why take action and fix what's wrong when I could just complain about it instead? That's the route I take. I don't know why, again, it's not letting me place those. There we go. Good for that one. Alright, back over here. We still got 1,000 hours away from this field. Still got more time for that one. Still have to wait a little bit longer for this crop field so we can get some flax from it. And I don't know if adding a metro next to the houses for desirability would help very much. I feel like everyone would just get mad about the noise, just running outside their buildings and waving at me angrily saying, hey, it's too loud out here and I hate it and I hate you now. And then I would just get sad, you know? I'm turning away the immigrants. I'm pretty much at my max cap, population cap right now. And I don't really want to build more houses quite at the moment. as I want to increase my monthly gold amount right now, so I can get some more money to buy some more crude weapons. That way I can arm up my soldiers a little bit better. But I do want to put out a work camp over here, I think. As I'm looking back over here at resources for work camp, put this next to the road, and then I will change the circle to be over here on all the trees. Actually, I can even shuffle it over a little bit so it can grab some of the stone as well. Then we can have people collecting stone and wood. And as I'm even noticing all the big rocks out here, putting something over here wouldn't be bad either. Honestly, even having a hunter spot out over here might not be bad if there are really boars out here. Maybe I should go out and explore. I want to be a coal miner when I grow up. Maybe. I'm looking. Where did you live? Oh, right here. Child, one day. Little 7-year-old Dragon's Dogma enjoyer. We do have a coal mine up here. So you could be a coal miner one day. We're not producing very many, though, are we? I can't quite make out what this number is, though. It looks kind of like it might be a 6 and a 0. Let's bring in another coal miner. Why not? We could relocate some of our iron ore or start stocking it over here by the... Ooh, harvest. Really? You're gonna tell me how to harvest resources now? At this point? When I have 292 logs? It's really only telling me it now because now I need the stone. Come on. Harvest up that rock over here. And Jordan the kitty. Hello. Welcome. Hi. And look at all my fruit trees over here. We've got so many growing. It is going to take like at least a year though for those to all get big enough for me to actually use, as I also... God dang these deer. Trying to sneak their way back in over my crop again. Where are you? Sidmund, I need to come outside, take a break from butchering for a moment, kill those deer for me. Yeah. Yeah. Kill that one too. Yeah. Can't eat my crops if you're dead. Oh. Do we have anybody? Oh, we do have some people out here collecting up the rock. And you? Hello? Who is this? I'm knocking? I don't know where that predator was at. We've got 2 people being attacked by predator. There's predator. There they are. Boar. Right there, huh? Well, I guess that explains why we're getting attacked, is because they're over here hanging out near all these rocks. I guess then I should go ahead and build a little hunter shack over here. Then we can go ahead and regularly be hunting these boars. Hunter cabin. Oh, hunter cabin. And by the way, thank you, Jordan the kitty, for following. Appreciated. Now, where do I want to put this? So I kind of maneuver this around. It's kind of funny how this says down arrow for boar when I can very clearly see this says boar sighted right here. There's even this deer sighted marker right there. But yet still it says, I don't know if this is really the best hunting place. Well, I'm putting you down anyway. And we're gonna build a little path. And there we go. Vention for dinner! Yay! We love venison. Or venison? That's a more accurate way to say it rather than trying to shove an H in there, huh? Yeah. Now, let's see. I'm kind of checking out how my wall is looking. I wonder if it wouldn't be better, so... if we take our lookout tower here and actually relocate it so that it is down over here as what did happen last time, as we're keeping it kind of around the gate at the same time, as what happened last time when we were being attacked. As there were a couple of raiders that had been hanging out down a little bit lower at my fenced area, attacking out of range of my lookout towers, which wasn't very convenient for me. What might even be an alright idea too is, since all of the raiders have been showing up around here, if we maybe put a lookout tower out over here so we could start shooting people a little bit ahead of time. Let me just go ahead and squeeze this in between these two buildings here. And then just wait for that to be built. Alright, we've also got crops ready for assignment. Ooh. Wait, hang on. For a moment, I thought it really didn't have any weeds growing in it because the way I was zoomed out, I was like, look how clean that area is. And then I click on it, and it's like, yeah, you've got 86% weed level. Fine. Weedin'. Why are you saying exclamation points? I guess it's because this year is almost done, so it doesn't really matter to make this all weeding. So, for this number 2, click to add. Here is where we will put all of our weeding. And then the following year, as this is on group 3, group 3 over here is beans and carrots. Group 3 over here is flax. So I think we're going to do, or what we're going to do for over here is kind of have it focused on the different types of grains. And squeeze in clover there at the end. That way we can use it to start using into our windmill. That way we can break it down into flour. That way we can use it at our bakery. You know, greater variety of foods. Which I should even say mark out a little area, like a fenced area, and put a barn down here, and then we can save up our money, save up all of our pottery stuffs, and sell it in order to be able to buy a cow. You know what else has an 80% weed level? Shrek. 2 thumbs pointing towards himself. This guy right here. Dragon's Dogma, however, is like, I don't know. I think I'm more of a rye guy myself as I look over. See that? That's what you prefer. Right here. How does it compare to the wheat anyway? So I'm clicking on the wheat, which actually says, right now because there's so much weeds, or so many weeds up here in our farmland, it's giving me terrible estimated amounts. What's the difference between them? As I hover, and this one has that it has pretty good yield, good frost tolerance, pretty good weed suppression, shorter grow time. So the wheat relies way more on the fertility. I wonder if it would actually be better, as you're saying. As I know you were just joking. When I look between them, I guess it's still rating pretty low. I wonder if rye would do better for this first crop yield, though. We put in rye rather than wheat. We walk away. Internet hard died on me for a second. Oh, dude. Internet, please, keep it together. Don't die on him. What else is he going to do to have fun if he doesn't have internet access? How's our rock collecting it going out here, guys? I see we've got 0 stone at the moment. Are you getting good yields from big rock yet? Eh? As I see there's also a little herd of deer over here. We need to get this hunter site built up so we can start hunting them. Same thing for over here. Not with the hunter cabin, though with my foragers that I'm built. Oh, look! Uh-oh. The bear has arrived. Hunter. Kala. Get him. Do we have another hunter? Hunter cabin with Fangrim. We do. There are the 2 hunters over here. Fangrim, you go get the bear too. I rub my hands together. Yes, yes. Kill the bear. Get him. Get him. We getting stoned over here? Well, not up over here by the bear, but we were getting stoned down south. Oh, yes. Yes, look at them fight. Get him! Get him! He's trying to escape. Stop him! And will I be able to get them? This guy, Kala, does not have any arrows. I don't know if she's fast enough to catch up to that bear either. Come on, Kala, run faster! The bear turned around. They fight. Yes! Ha! The bear is dead. Oh my god. Surprise, Weed Elmo. Now picture pairing the surprise emote though with saying, dude, Weed Elmo. Or, you know, we getting stoned over here. See, I don't know why people don't like the surprise emote, because I think it's really funny. It reminds me a lot of just a sarcastic smile too, kind of like all excited, like, oh? Who's grabbing pant over here? I'm into that, yeah! I don't know why people hate it. I love him. Look at him. He's great. The fact that it is simple, I don't think makes it a bad emote. Like, I don't know why people point over to all of the little face emotes that Twitch has at default and look between that and Subprize and go, yeah, Subprize sucks. And it's like, no, it's not. Look at him. He's a great dude. Especially if you're gonna point to that and be like, I hate this guy, but then point to other little wacky hand-drawn emotes and go, nope, that one's great. Like, come on, look at Surprise. Oh, looks like you died again. That's a shame, see? Or, I love corporations! Yo, we hotbox in this place! I love it. I love it. Chatters love this one, see? And I don't really get the Jabasted one. It's kind of like, yeah, they've put guy head on turkey. I guess that's kind of wacky, but there's less you can do with that. That's not as fun. You can't pair that up with fun phrases like saying we hotboxing this place. That's not as comedy. There's more that you could do with Surprise than Jabasted. While I think that Jabasted, as you look over at it, wasn't done too badly, but now that's a fish moly moment. Thanks, Goobelin. What does this one mean? Well, I see that it says new record, so clearly it means some, speedrunner over here. They got the new record. They're very happy. Jabasted is a good emote. Why? Why is it good? It's okay, but I wouldn't call it good. Like, nobody ever uses it because it's not very usable. Like, yeah, come on, like, look at him smiling. Woo! Like, Surprise versus all those other ones, which are just people's faces and are kind of like, eh. I really don't get many Twitch general emotes. Even with streamer emotes, I feel like I use them wrong. Guess that just means I'm old. It's interesting to phrase as being using them wrong. I think that's what helps with a lot of emotes if they're more built upon expressions, like Surprise is, versus something that's a lot more kind of vague, like the human. I don't know. And there's even the additional point sometimes where some people's Twitch emotes only really make sense in the context of that person's channel. And that's a fair way to phrase it too, that there's no wrong way, however, to use an emote. That's true too. Poorly cut image. That one has got to be an ancient Twitch emote, right? Because the quality, the pixelization of it is so low. It has such terrible outline cropping. It's gotta just be an ancient emote, right? I also love the Surprise with that hazmat suit layered on top of it. It looks so silly. Lawless! Lawless, hello! I'm waving. I'm excited. There they are. Hi. We're playing Farthest Frontier over here. Check it out. These guys are getting stoned. This guy, Fangrim over here, getting attacked by a bear. while Kala provides support via arrows. Wait, are you backing off? Don't retreat, kill it! Stop that. You're on full HP. You can get him. You're powerful. Go, Kala, go! Yes! Yes! However, I'm looking around. Where did Bear go? Bear? Bear go where? I don't see Bear. Caco just handing out diamonds? You're right. Oh, by the way, Snail, hello, welcome. The original Twitch face emotes are awful. Yeah, and that isn't any fault of any of the streamers who they were based off of or anything. It's just... I don't think face emotes tend to work very well in general. As Gray even posting all of those definitely ancient emotes. Back in my day, the Alpha channel was a pipe dream. And False Rule, hello, welcome. Kala, I don't know why you haven't gone and replaced your clothes, by the way. Like, we look over at the Weaver building. They've got more clothes in storage. I don't know why she isn't getting herself some new ones, but alright. There's so much untapped potential with the Katamari Prince. Yeah, paired with the spin. Or the prince running away from smooches. There's so many pairings. That's something I love with emotes too, is when you use multiples together, making something new. A new experience? I'm looking around. I'm looking at what I have for building. I'm squinting at this charcoal kiln. Do I have a bunch of charcoal just laying around? I'm looking at my resources. I'm looking here at my usable goods. That's not where they are. Gathering and mining, maybe? Coal produced? Yeah, I'm not using any of the coal. I don't really know what I do with it precisely. I thought maybe I would use some of it in place of the firewood, but it doesn't. Since it doesn't say that any of them were consumed, I'm not quite sure. New September experience paired with that megaphone. Two lovers running towards each other across an open field. The furry run and the Katamari Prince. God dang it. I don't know. Do we have a... I don't think... Yeah, we don't have a trader right now. I'm going to go ahead and transfer a bunch of gold over, though. That way we can use it to either buy iron bars or... What was the other item I was wanting? Crude weapons. Crude weapons. That's what I want. And by the way, hang on. 1 school built, 10 more homesteads. Well, we do have a couple of homesteads. God dang it, close. Keeps wanting to hover over the time. There we go. Close? No. Fine. There. Force close it that way. I'm looking around. They've almost got this garden trail site built up. They just need to finish off these couple of other little decoration appearances, and we can see how we're doing in terms of desirability for a house. But because we want to build the school, we might move some of these, like right in here, to get a larger area. I'm glad y'all are open to uses of emotes in different situations. I still worry that I might lapse into a moment similar to when your mom texts you, "Grandma died, LOL," meaning lots of love. Fuzzy, quietly concerned, worrying that one day she's going to accidentally post LOL to mean just, lots of love. Gonna realize it's gonna be an intense grandma moment. Fuzzy sweats nervously. Untapped? I turn it 90 degrees. I harvested Smina. Oh, what? I didn't realize that's all you had to do to be able to harvest some mana like that. Dude, wow. I'm also moving because I want to move one of my houses there. Actually, I think part of the reason I had this... I'm gonna shuffle this well down right there. And then I can squeeze a house in right here. And then we can... which would be from over here, by the way. Because that way we could put our school in right here. Rip Grandma. As we need a Rip Grandma command that just links that dang video. I feel like that would be bad. Maybe that wouldn't be the best of ideas to do. Honestly, there's so much subtext to emotes that I literally can't explain many of them. Like, I tried to explain what :V was supposed to mean to my dad, and I just couldn't do it. Try explaining your parents the subtle difference between :V and :Y. Maybe if you try to explain it in terms of images instead, you know, do a pictorial representation of the :V. Be like, this is the expression a :V bears. However, this is an expression that the :Y bears. Perhaps? I'm also now, because a trader has arrived. What do you have for me? I thought I was auto-stocking, but I guess when I got robbed, it messed me up. We're restocking now, and I'm selling what I have. Sell. Lots of money. Look at our huge gold hoard now. As I look over and point at them. Far poorer. I'm the wealthy one now. But I'm looking at what they have to sell. I guess we'll buy an overpriced cow. I mean, I can afford it. I buy and transfer. I guess that means we need to build a barn at this point, huh? We don't really want to buy... Ooh, we're not looking too good at logs. Maybe since it's here to buy, we'll go ahead and purchase it. Welly? Hang on, what is this?
I whisper into the ears of Chet. Augers.
God dang it. I highlight the command. Alright, exclamation point, add com, paste, enter. It's there now, which means we're also deleting the rats command. It's dead now. Well, I guess now you're allowed to pogger, or have me poggers too, Chet. Just me leaning over into your ears. Not the rats! Well, the rats can't stay if the poggers is coming in. Rats, be gone! It's rat time is no more! See? I'm glad you had the poggers emote stuck at the end of that too, Welly. It adds a lot. It adds a lot. As I buy a bunch of wood. Buy and transfer. Okay, let me see. I bought a cow, which means I want to go over here to the building menu. Is it in food? I think it's in food production. Yes, with this here barn. And I guess we'll just go ahead, put a little gap. I don't know. Do I want it pointing like this towards the road? Do I want it pointing away from the road? I don't know where, like, I would mean context-wise. I guess we'll go ahead and place it there. We'll have a little tiny baby road going up for it. If I can manage to path that. Like, it doesn't like me doing this tiny path like that. So I guess I'll just leave it. And then we'll just go ahead and grab this little fence gate. I don't remember where it was exactly. I guess I'll put it there. And then we will surround this. And then we will... There we go. And then we will... God dang it, fence. Come on. Surround this. with the fence. There we go. There we are. Oh! Can I make a custom feat command that just adds lazy? I mean, if you pay for it with channel points. You can't do it this stream now, though, because command already purchased. Now we have a huge group of raiders coming in. Spotted, thanks. I'm going to go ahead and say it's because of my lookout tower right here. It's what spotted them. We're going to get some extra arrows shot first here as they're trying to attack. And then they're going to continue running. Like they're going along the path too, taking advantage of the bonus speed. As my people run into town. And yes, they're shot and scared. Look, they didn't even make it. Thanks to this here lookout tower. Getting a bunch of early hits in and all of these raiders. Unfortunately, we did have somebody die over here, but hey, I mean, I still came out on top. They didn't even make it over to the wall. They got killed first. I'm pretty good. If they wanted the commands to do something special, they'd need to know how Nightbot commands are set up, like to make it at specific users. I mean, if somebody bought the channel points redemption and wanted to do something particular, but they didn't know how to make the Nightbot do it, they could always add that to the request and be like, please make this command at Shy Guy when used. Thank you. Love you. XOXO. Less than 3. And then I could just manually type in the chat to make it do that, you know? No problem. We also, because this guy died over here, we're gonna have to reassign somebody to that. Well, however, I think with that raid, which was my most successful raid prevention, this time they have not managed to get anything from me. So I think as I zoom in my town center here, or maybe I could say, look over at the houses over here, wave over here at good old Horus, or hidden in the plants, Hanya, or maybe over here, we've got Ilwyn. Hang on, who else do we have? Where the heck are my fuzzies, huh? You think they died? Wait, here we go. Old lady Fuzzy Bee-Bum. Right here, concerned, typing into the chat, hey. I hope you're doing alright. LOL, as in lots of love from Fuzzy Bee-Bum. Chat. Thank you everybody for coming on by to watch. Thank you again to Voicebox for the raid. Appreciated, very kind. And thank you everybody else for coming on by to watch. Thank you to those who have given bits, who have resubscribed, as well as to those who have followed. All appreciated. And high points, tomorrow is going to be Craftopia.
Remember when Twitch thought that bits would replace direct donations?
Poggers.
You know what's funny about that, Emily? Is that with the way that Twitch has been kind of working things, didn't mean to interrupt end stream, that's okay. What's funny about your comment with bits is that they're actually seemingly moving in a direction to get rid of bits and go back to not a direct donation, but a super cheer system, kind of like what YouTube has. So, yeehaw, be excited for the loss of bits someday in the future, maybe. As I'm looking. Enz is playing Vintage Story, so I think we're going to go ahead and raid him. Enz, pretty nice. I think he has a very nice voice. I think he does nice commentary, constantly talking during his streams. Very nice to listen to and have on in the background. And since he's playing Vintage Story, I know since Voice box rated earlier, and Voice does quite enjoy Vintage Story. Why don't you go head on over there? Alright, so I hope you all have a lovely day, chat. Tomorrow will be Craftopia with Petri, so be excited for that. And keep an eye out over in the Discord for any times where we might go out and play a little bit of a Space Station 13. Goodbye.